Hello, hello. Welcome to Shitpost Sunday. I'm your host, Cocaine and Rob, and I am joined by Sam. Sam's back. We may, in fact, have a Latuchin, one sweet Neffy. We will see. That is something that could happen, and it is something that may happen, but we'll find out.
Yeah, what
But we're gonna be
beautiful.
playing Dragon Age. We're gonna be doing Ostaga today, and the Kokari Wilds. So we're just gonna be like running around looking for shit right now. Though. That's like step one is acquire things. How are you all today? Welcome to Sunday.
Yeah, it's great here on my end, Rob. I'm not dying of flooded lungs due to bronchitis,
Yeah,
and
we found out why Sam's been gone. He's had bronchitis. Welcome back, Sam.
yeah,
Sam has been missing for a while from all of you in your sweet brain lives.
yeah.
How do I do button?
The
yeah.
Tower of Ishal
How
is
do
off
we
limits.
ask guard to
The men
let us in?
stationed inside are
The
securing
Tower
it
of
now.
Ashal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now. Why?
By orders of Tairn Loghain, the tower is being secured by his men to be used during battle.
Ah,
I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out.
cool.
I
Lower
didn't see anything
chambers.
like that when I was there, but who knows? I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out of the forest.
Wild, just like the savage people in the south.
Goes back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven.
Hey, you gotta watch out for those knife-eared savages.
I mean, you know,
Make a speed your
that
steps.
is kind of a thing in this game where the elves are like not everybody's favorite.
I mean, I make it a general policy to hate elves. It just helps that they're kind of
yeah,
awful
yeah,
in
you're
this
like
game.
they make it
Today,
easy in this game at least.
2 units of men arrived every hour, and they expect to double that tomorrow. Still, the Tairn worries that may not be enough.
The traitor.
They make
Oh
it
wait, that's
fairly
a
easy in this game's main competitor, Elder Scrolls, as well.
yeah. I don't know if it was maybe like scene wise or like building up wise it might have been, but I'm still getting used to how sensitive I have this camera set right now. So we're just doing a look around while you guys come in. Queen Ivy. Q Ivy I hate it. Yeah. We have well established our like dislike of that. Um yeah, the Heroes of Might and Magic 2 playthroughs. Damn dwarfs!
Look,
Damn sylvans! Damn elves! Fuck them all! And then we've also
look,
got the Deep Cock Fantastic people who play as the mining dwarves.
Make a watch over you, my lord.
And also do not like elves.
mm,
Because elves are management. Don't forget, elves are management.
just another reason to hate them.
Yeah. I have found blank vellum. Fine
I'm just
treated
saying.
lambskin suitable for exacting illustration and script.
I'm saying it doesn't matter how rough you are. You're not gonna break a dwarf woman.
I swear to God, I am so sad that I don't have some sort of UI mod for this. That makes
Mm.
all of this UI bigger, and I don't know if it's an option that I can find somewhere. Somebody's probably like, Rob, you're stupid. It was right there 20 fucking years ago. I'm sorry, for starters. And number two, it isn't helping me right now. I really need to see if I can get a UI something, because, like, a lot of these older games, when they go to HD, it's a huge shit post part of the ports, really, in my opinion. Is when you just, like, can't see a damn thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, everything is unbelievably difficult to read and see.
Make a watch over you.
By the way, I would hate to have this guard's duty because, like, what do they expect him to accurately see from where he's standing?
Him?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he's just watching the Kokari Wilds, mate. I mean, well, this is basically Helm's Deep. Like, here's the fucking shit. They gotta come from there, you know? Like, all the shit you do in this is not on the front lines. You're like
Yeah.
running around in the woods and the caverns and the trees. Like in the start of 2, you're in the mountains,
Mm.
like around the fighting. So
So I've only ever played one Dragon Age, and I know people are going to say that's a crime.
no, it's not that much of a crime. The series has always been like on the. I
Well,
feel like the series has always been on the tertiary edge of popularity.
so it doesn't help. I've played, which is universally considered the worst one, because that was the first one I bought. And then after that,
Was
I
it
didn't
2?
really. No, it was whichever one.
There's only 3 games.
Uh, it was like you. Hang on, I'll just look up the name. It'll
I
be faster.
I would say there's 3 games and they're all very distinct and different. How's everybody doing in the chat today? You're on a very on a very long phone call. No, that's her with her. She's going to get somebody.
Inquisition was the one I played.
Okay, you played the latest and newest one. It's definitely the most different. It has old like I actually like some of its exploration mechanics. Don't get me wrong. I will play Inquisition in its entirety over like however many hundreds of hours that takes me on this show, unless I'm dead or like for some reason incapacitated. So if I die, you won't see it, but otherwise you probably will.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
I got all the way to where you're
This place
basically
hasn't
like
seen such
given a
possible
castle
centuries,
in
I'll
the
wager.
fucking desert,
Need a hand
and
with
that
the
was
new one?
about as far as I was willing to play. I just couldn't get into it, man. I tried. It just didn't happen. And then I was like, well, if all the others are like this.
Let's see.
Are they surprising impressive models for the time this game came out? The characters have eye movement?
Yeah, it had like it was EA like post. Was this even EA technically? This was technically EA. One of the first things they did acquiring BioWare like post Mass Effect stuff.
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh my god, look at how detailed these people can make a game in like 2006.
Yeah.
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment.
God, I do see what you mean
Most of
about the
your fellas are
UI
in the
though.
valley with the army,
Mm-hmm.
but the recruits seem
It's
to be
so
staying
tiny.
up here for now.
Yeah, man, we're having a great day,
Try heading
Poser.
north.
It's
I think he was sent with a message to the
What
majors.
up, Poser? No, Jade Empire was an Xbox original game. Fuck, that's one for the list. Holy shit. You
you
know what?
might be able to get it on PC now.
We're
with
just gonna like you can
Xbox
in a lot
integration.
of places. We're just gonna stick that. We're gonna put that hatred on Tooch for now.
Yeah,
He's not
I
here to
love.
defend himself, so
Oh, that's fucked up.
welcome to our running list of things that we want to do.
I love how I'm the anime game guy.
Look,
No, it's fine.
yes.
I accept the weeb. I accept the weeb burden. I do not. And if y'all look closely, there's a sneak peek of something we're planning on this list.
There's a lot of sneak little peeks and things that we've talked about, and now there's like actually a list for it here.
Yeah.
Sort of. It's not great, but this is kind of everything we've done. And it's like, wow, you guys haven't done a lot. We've completed Transformers Fall of Cybertron, Two Worlds, Call of Juarez. We defeated, yeah, literally, we defeated the first Quest for Glory game, because fuck that noise. We've begun Messiah, Dragon Age, and Quest for Glory 2 is going to be starting. One of these weeks, I will begin Quest for Glory 2, and Tooch has done,
What's up, Troy?
he's also done The Outer Worlds is now complete. I can
Yeah,
mark that.
Outer Worlds complete. Yeah,
And his Greedfall is complete.
too. Yeah, man.
And
See,
Persona 5 is complete. So he's
yeah,
not
I
here to
mean-
tell me all the things that we've talked about 8,000 times of what he wants to play next. And we do refuse to make Disco Elysium a shitpost Sunday game because it deserves better than that. So there is that at least. But yeah, this is the current like what we are juggling list. Uh, we play every Thursday. Damn it! I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're working on it, guys.
Yeah.
Uh,
Jade. Yeah,
we're-
Jade was 2005. It was before the 360 was like even a thing, or maybe it had just come out. I don't remember. It's a great game. I really like it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun as far as like an action RPG. Quite interesting in that regard.
Yeah, I thought about Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, but I don't think it's janky enough for Shitpost Sundays.
That sounds like a shitpost, though.
It kind of is.
Used to be a fortress long time ago. so I
The story's
understand,
probably
back
worth
in the days when
shitposting
the
for sure.
Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tern Logain's closed
That's
it off
great,
until
buddy.
the
What's
battle.
my skip
This side is the
listening
King's
to you
camp.
button?
We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle
No,
of
I've got to
Magi,
stare at you with
the
my
Chantry.
intensely green
You can't
eyes.
swing a dirty cat without hitting somebody important.
Anime games. Yeah. It's it'll just be Japanese potpourri from good old Sam here.
A few mages, yes. They even brought
Digimon
those
was like
creepy
knockoff
quiet fellows,
Pokemon,
the
yes.
Tranquil.
It was.
Shivers when
You
they
know,
feel
I
cold and
look.
evil.
I'm gonna save that
North of
rant
here,
for if we do
bunched up
Cyber
with a herd
Sleuth,
of Templars glaring at them.
because I have counter argument to that. But
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his
okay,
camp
it's
on
the
the
Battle
west
of
side
Get
camp.
Fucked Hill.
Stinks from
Yeah,
all
it's
the
the battle
hounds.
of Get
These
Fucked
aren't
Hill
cute
with all the
puppies,
dogs
though.
that poop a
Some
lot.
of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death.
You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Look, poser. I wholeheartedly disagree that Digimon is knocked off Pokemon.
Probably in his camp.
Mainly
He and Tern Logain are on the southwest side
because
of the camp. The king likes
arguably
to spend time with his
Pokemon
soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguard.
feeds on
Drives
people's
Tern
need to
Logain wild.
collect things.
Good luck to you then.
We talked to that
But-
guy and got XP from getting codex entries because that's a thing in this game.
I mean,
Somewhere I can direct
XP is important. Where Digimon has a surprisingly deep story for a
Try
kid
heading
show
north.
that's
I
really
think he
fucked
was
up.
sent with a message to the mages.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
At least the first couple of seasons.
Digimon?
Yeah.
Don't know nothing about that. Oh, and we have named our dwarf Chippy. Because he's good Barnsley dwarf man, Chippy. Ready for duty.
He does look very good and barrel chested.
He's quite robust, quite barrel chested, very well, very good. We appreciate him greatly. Let's see here. We have daggers and maces, oh my. I don't have anything I can put in this fucking other this offhand. I have no other weapons to dual wield besides just like a dagger alongside my let's see here, alongside my and my axe. Common clothing. I'm just looking through. I haven't really collected anything yet either, guys.
Yes, Snubbles. It was meant to compete with Tamagotchis. I would not only say that it didn't.
It was all about Tamagotchi all along.
I would actually argue they destroyed Tamagotchi.
Yeah, Tamagotchi did not live.
The only ones you can find now are the Digimon versions of Tamagotchis.
The King's God.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now.
This does not look like the most
That is
effective
true,
armor.
Poser. I grew up with both.
I suppose I
Metabots
do.
was
Though he
good.
spent
I
most of his time
loved
with the Grey
Metabots,
Wardens.
man. I wish
Wherever they
Metabots
go,
had been
in
a
fact.
better show.
Terran
That had
sees the king
had
whenever
like
he can,
gone
argues
on
with
to
him
do
over
more
coming battles.
things.
Man,
The
I
king
didn't do
just
any of
waves him
those.
off. The king wants to end the blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
But yeah, I was like 7 when Pokemon came out, so like I was the target audience for it in Digimon.
I was not. I completely missed Digimon, but I caught all of Pokemon.
So Metabots, I don't know if you know anything about Metabots.
I don't. You can
Hey,
enlighten
so-
me.
So Metabots was this wild show
He'll
that
do what
was
the king wants in the
basically
end, though.
playing
The king
for
thought
pink
it was funny that
slips,
Tyrn called him reckless, and they fought
where
about the
you
queen.
had this robot friend, right? In every battle, you would have to bet either his arm, legs, torso, or head. Right. And like you had like a personality chip that you wouldn't bet, but like every fight you were literally betting parts of your robot buddy.
Like, they'd fall off of him.
No, like when you lose, you had to give the part to the other player.
Like, a real person.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, wow.
like they were little robots owned by little kids, and if you lost the battle between the two robots, you had to give up a part of your robot.
As you wish.
No, we just found out the queen is, mad at the king or something. And the queen is also married to the queen is the Terran, like his top general is also his father-in-law.
Yeah, that seems.
I mean, probably more often back then than anything
Yeah.
ever. But at the same time, it doesn't seem to go well for him.
You approach the tent
Yeah,
of Terran
probably
Loghain,
not.
state your business.
We approach Terran Loghain, state your business. Tell me about him.
How can you not know of Loghain?
He helped free Ferelden.
He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Marik's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Marik rewarded him by making him a Terran. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
So one of the things about Dragon Age is that, like, the people of Ferelden are much like the people of fucking, pretty much, what is it? Game of Thrones, where, like, they are one monarchy removed from, like, being owned by another country and, like, monarchy when you start this game.
Yeah.
Ferelden only recently, under this king, like, freed itself from the Orlesians, which is, like, a really posh, fancy, rich country to, like, the northwest. Are they not married yet or something?
No, man, they gotta get
Under his
fucked.
father, that's what it was. Right. Von Falk is apparently very well versed in the lore of this game. But yeah. So that's like a thing. Orlais equals not France. Yeah, it's hashtag not France.
Yeah.
And you can like talk to them. So he was a commoner who got raised up, and then his daughter married the king's son, and ta-da.
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Are you sure?
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly.
They've been arguing for days.
Have been arguing for days.
That's a good bodyguard. Talk more.
So I don't stand on ceremony.
Yeah, tell me.
The Terran speaks his mind, and the king yells.
Nah, I probably shouldn't bring that
Personally,
story up
I
on
think the
stream.
king should do what Terran
no.
Loghain tells him. Without the Terran, we wouldn't be
Let's just say I've come into possession of some interesting, sensitive information due to my work and chatty gate repairman.
Yeah, you're just like, I have chatty people who talk too much come by all the time. Here, let me be one of them.
I'm like, I still live in this state. Let's not piss them off.
This is no longer story time. Yeah, so Loghain for a general and tactician has
Grey Warden, I assume.
gigantic super armor and acts like he fights lots.
I mean, isn't that most leadership? They wear the fanciest uniforms, so you know they're important.
With the
Yes.
Wardens goes beyond the ordinary.
That's about right.
Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Marik respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored
That's
place in
kinda
the hearts
funny.
of our people.
Good.
But Marik would have understood that it took
I mean,
more than
it's
legends to
really
win a
hard
battle.
for coming up
That's not an
for
argument
names
I'll repeat here.
with names for
On
worlds.
the surface,
I mean,
stuff
think
can
about
see
it.
in
We
your eyes.
literally named our
Part of the
planet
Grey Wardens
Dirt.
to look for new recruits in Orzammar.
They
I
didn't
suppose you'll be
couldn't
riding
come up
into
with a
the
name
thick
for the
of
world.
battle with the
They
rest of
just
your
came from
fellows,
the
will you?
DAS or Dragon Age setting. Square, I'm not sure what you mean.
I think he means the RPG,
Yeah.
like the pen and paper RPG.
Yeah, King Kaelin and Taryn Loghain's daughter, the queen, are not on the best of terms, and King Kaelin's kind of a garbage king. He's really not good at his job, as we will find shortly.
If Kalen has his way,
He's
will.
like, will you
Now I
be
must return
fighting?
to
And I'm
my
like, I don't know.
task.
And he's like,
Pray
well,
that our king proves
probably
amenable to
will.
wisdom, if you're the praying sword.
And if he doesn't,
Then simply pray.
then pray. You can also just like insult the king to his face if you want, but I opted to not do that this time. Droyle, I have super fond memories of playing this late night in like late middle school, early high school. It was a treat for me in those days. I grew up with this as a really a formative RPG, a formative console RPG for me.
All before me is darkness, yet shall.
That's nice, lady. Y'all got any of that stuff?
Now, see, the one that really formed my like headset of what a good like RPG should be was Final Fantasy IV.
Gross.
I loved 4, man. The story, the gameplay, like I loved everything about it.
I played 1 and 2.
Blessed are the peacekeepers.
I played
the
Final
champions of
Fantasy
the
1 and
just.
2, and I liked them, and then I didn't play more Final Fantasy. I've never been super enthused about Final Fantasy, though. It never really did much for me, to be honest.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these darkspawn back underground. You
Well, that's
Yeah, no,
nice,
that-
ladies.
I
You
don't know
continue
what
to
to
talk
believe.
about how much shield
You've won
bearing you'll
every
do.
battle, but there's more of them each time.
Look, they can bear my shield.
Giggity. Oh yeah, and because I'm the thief, I can sit there and just unlock these, I guess.
Yeah.
Nobody minds, like nobody's using this stuff, it's
Our
okay.
short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlock.
This
They're
is a
pretty common in the
genlock.
Horde,
He doesn't like
but
to
we've
get
seen
stabbed
others
in the
much
face.
larger. We don't know where these new darkspawn are coming from or what they can do. All I can
Which
say
1
is
and
to
2?
use
The original
caution.
American
Though I
one.
can
What the
only
fuck?
one
Coder,
time.
1, and Mario, Luigi were what got me. Man, you are a youngster. Because the
Yeah,
pauldrons could just bounce.
He's talking about the original 1 and 2.
What?
Von Frankenstein's for Final Fantasy.
Oh, I'm talking about 1 and 2, like the OG games, yes.
He's
You found out
The
10.
first 2 they ever
Is
made.
there something you need?
yeah.
Found out 10, blah blah blah. I have questions.
Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
I must find.
Do not wait too long before seeking out Alistair.
I like how the guy
As I said earlier,
standing by the
we will
fire
need to
has some of the
begin
nicest
preparations
armor
for
I've seen
joining
yet.
before
This
night.
guy?
Yeah, I like his armor.
Duncan's armor is very iconic. And I
I'll
think
see
you can
you.
eventually get it.
Really
So we are playing with every DLC, and we will play. This game was like during a very revolutionary time for DLC, to be honest. Like if you want to get into that, we can get deep into that as like a thought, just an experiment in general.
Elf, what's your name?
Yeah, this was kind of the era where DLC was really starting up, wasn't it?
Well, this was around the time of Oblivion. It was around the time of Horse Armor. It was around the time of things like Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine too, which are 2 of my examples of direct from the source, like really good. I gotta look at a few key bindings, guys. Give me a second. Wait, I have a toggle run and walk? I must just be running in
Apparently.
general.
Apparently.
Character record, journal, blah blah blah, tactics, blah blah blah. Main menu. Where is the make people talk fucking faster button? Highlight usable objects is hold. That'll be useful. Tab and hide main interface. Don't want to do that. Menus, camera, quick bar, party. Is there really no way to make people like talk faster? Cause that makes me a sad panda. Oh well, at least I now know how I can do that. And let's see here.
It would not be Shitpost Sunday without troubleshooting, guys.
I'm just trying to remember. There's like no way to speed up their talk rate, I guess. I'm like,
Yeah, probably not.
music,
You
dialogue.
know, old school RPGs didn't give a shit about that.
They didn't. I mean, where this is very low. On the scale of things that we have to deal with, this is pretty low along it. Upload, download, preview, yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Falkenstein is confirmed. You cannot in Origins.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I had to look to, like, remind / prove it to myself of, like, no way. And then it's like, yeah, no. This is the case, buddy. And it's like, no! Either way, we're still just going... We do have, like, quests in, these premium content quests, so like that's all there. We have available content that used to have point balances and shit. The EA servers to get the Blood Dragon plate are no longer available.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, you can't even get it. So you can't get this one even though it exists. We have Stone Prisoner, Warden's Keep, Golan's Might, Witch Hunt, Awakening, Returning to Ostagar, the Feast Day Gifts and Pranks, the Golem's Might for Awakening.
And you weren't joking about how many.
There's a whole Darkspawn campaign.
Yeah.
There's Blight Blood for Origins. There's Witchcraft for Origins. There's Blight Blood for Awakening, depending on which version of the game you had. So all of them are different depending on the version of the game you have. We have Leliana's Song, which is fucking awful. It was like a trash standalone back in the day. Don't get me started on Connie. Hated that shit. We'll get through Ostagar probably, and then one of these weekends we'll go through a bunch of these like powerful rewards for like different things if you complete those side campaigns. Because they're fun and they tell interesting stories. One of them's an alternate universe where like, or an alternate story where
Hail.
you
You're
just
one of
die.
Duncan's new recruits,
Like all
correct?
the wardens
I
lose
can't
and
let
the
you through to the
Darkspawn win.
Kolkari Wilds until he gets
Oh
the
man,
word.
that's crazy.
No, this
Wait,
is
are you playing a Darkspawn?
this is the free version through EA. This is the free EA version that you get with EA Play because I can get it without having to pay extra money, so I did. I can't. Why not?
The Kolkari Wilds is a dangerous place.
Is it?
More so now
Is
that
it
it
now?
crawls with darkspawn. They say the Great Blight began deep within its forests. One of our scouting patrols has been gone for 3 days. We're taking bets on who got them first, the Darkspawn or the Witches of the Wilds.
Hang on one sec.
Oh, we got a water break.
Hey, Hell Hydrate. There's so much talking in the front end of this game. The Witches of the Wilds.
Oh, sure. There's an old legend in these parts about Flemeth, the apostate sorceress.
Her
who conquered
lore
this
is the
area centuries
weirdest
ago.
thing because it
She
gets
united the chasing
shoved all
barbarians and
over the
invaded
place.
the farmlands. That's when the great hero Cormac destroyed her army with his. Took her head right off, so they say. Her daughters survived and became the Witches of the Wild. Tales tell of them plaguing this area since. Mostly superstitions, stealing babies and spoiling milk.
Yeah.
Only when it's dark and the wind is bad. No doubt those patrols met some darkspawn. That's enough for anyone to worry about. At any rate, that's why Duncan doesn't want you wandering out without his say-so.
Aw. Sawe. Sawe Duncan.
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed?
Yes, Elven Messenger.
I deliver messages around the camp. You have a message for me?
Deliver messages for me. Lie. Yes, I do.
Then what is... Oh, wait. Are you the one I'm supposed to give Sir Garland's sword to? Because I think the smith's done with it. Oh, that's such a relief. You really saved me from the switch for sure. I'd best get back to my duties again before I get in more trouble.
Have fun getting switched.
Hello again. You need something now?
Yes, just saying
Oh,
hello.
all right. Nice to see you again.
Fellow non-human, have fun with that whooping. Well, we've stolen a man's sword.
Please do not disturb our hounds.
I mean, if you
It's
can,
looking
why
well
not?
tonight, or it may be
I mean,
their
they're all
last.
gonna die anyway.
You're the
Yeah, they
first
don't need
dwarves with
those.
the Grey Wardens.
I do respect these war dogs, man. Look at these fucking things. I would be scared to run into those puppers.
So the whoopings will continue till morale improves. Yeah.
Those dogs are nothing but fucking muscle.
You know much
Some,
about the dwarves.
like all Ash warriors, our training originates
What's up,
from the
Grimos?
dwarves.
Oh
Is
yeah,
there
I
something you
forgot that
wanted?
this game has like
We have
a
no time
really
for idle
pure, like, well-defined, like, being a berserker is a dwarven thing, and it's also like culturally significant. I always thought that was kind of cool how they do it.
Hmm.
We aren't. We're Ash warriors, as you should
Well,
well know.
Ash Warriors, dummy.
Our discipline was passed down.
That's
to
one
us
thing
from
I always
Father
liked about
Matthias,
the
dwarf son.
old world
We trained with the
dwarves from
berserkers at your camp
Warhammer,
long ago.
Yeah.
because they basically have a subcast of berserker dwarves who are like, we're like oath breakers and people who
It
have
features
lost our
well.
honor.
It features well in Warhammer Vermintide.
Yeah,
It really does.
yeah.
So are you the same as berserkers in
Perhaps.
Warhammer?
I've never been, so I cannot say for certain. But I'm told our traditions are the same.
Yeah,
We
Slayers.
harvest the
Isn't the
rage
guy
of
you're
They call 'em
talking about?
Slayers.
nurture it,
Yeah.
and draw it out.
Isn't the guy you're
not
talking
fall
to
in
a
battle
human,
until
though?
our last
This
foe
guy,
is slain.
yeah, this guy
It is a
is a
dwarven
human
discipline, but
Ash
we've adapted it
warrior,
to let us
and they
fight alongside
derive
our
their
hounds,
Ash warrior
as is our
training
way.
from dwarven
I
berserker
trust my
training.
hound with my
Oh,
life,
okay, that's real
as he
cool.
trusts me.
And they all
now
have,
that
and they all
kind
work.
of-
They all work with a warhound.
Yeah, I'm more scared of their dogs than I am of them, to be honest.
That's usually the case if they get you like with a bleeding attack. What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If
It's
he
ki-
dies, I shall mourn tonight.
It's kind of amazing. Like they're just like how wholly morally correct it is to just wipe out Darkspawn. It's like everybody's in agreement. Yeah, like no, fucking get them.
Yeah, Grimos. The dogs look like if you took the Rock and put him next to me.
So we paint ourselves
Like
with
that is like
which
the
overpowers
Rock
the blood,
next to
also
me
paint
is
our
what those
hounds,
dogs
so
would
they
be
know
like
we're the
next
same.
to a normal dog.
Why? Would you steal our caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes? Good.
They actually did
I hear
like
death
I know I'm
isn't
talking
pleasant.
about the dogs a lot, but they actually did really good on like
My
their
thing.
muscle
There's
structure.
hunting to
Well,
be
that
done,
and the
I'll
mutt
not
in
be
this
kept
is
from it.
like fucking amazing. I can't wait until we get the mutt and we name the mutt,
We're almost ready to scout the wilds. With luck, we'll slaughter a few Darkspawn.
which
So,
will come
what do you
soon
want?
because you can
Be
set
quick
that
about
up. And the dog is obviously the best boy, and we will pet him.
Oh, God damn it!
Make
I'll be
it
right
quick.
back. Somebody's pressing the doorbell on my house.
My
Okay,
thing.
go
There's
unpress
hunting to be
that
done,
doorbell.
and I'll not be kept from it.
There is hunting. Do not keep him. Apparently, it would be a bad idea for us to try to walk into the hungry, angry dog pen. According to the game, at least. According to the game, it's like don't walk into the hungry, angry dog pen.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a
Mabari
promising
warrior.
member of the
Yeah,
breed.
exactly.
Are you the new warden?
In some cases, they
I
are
could use some
grim.
help.
Ferelden's part of the history in this game for Ferelden's like still a very frontier kind of like poor, impoverished nation. It's a little backward. It's a lot of farming and like dog people. As far as the lore goes, and they just kind of drop that brick on you and let you figure it out over the next 3 games. Barkspawn is pest doggo. We are playing a dual wielding dwarf castless rogue.
This is a Mabari.
Small
Smart
braid
and strong.
and strong.
His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed Darkspawn blood.
Poor buddy.
I have medicine that might help. but I need him muzzled first.
Give me 1 second. I need to look at something real quick, ladies and gentlemen. And also, we're waiting for Sam to come back for a moment, but. I need him muzzled, yes. Why do you think I could muzzle him? How smart is the dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart
Oh.
and understand what they're told. They can
I didn't
remember
realize they
and
were
carry
magic-
out complex
magic
orders.
dogs.
Most valuable
I
dogs
have
in the world.
returned, and no, I do not
Trouble
want to
is,
buy
they
solar
generally
panels.
imprint to one master.
Assassin's Creed Origins.
Re-imprinting them
Nice.
is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
I'll give it a
Go
shot.
in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Go in the pen and let him smell you.
Oh, is he trying to give you a dog?
This dog drank darkspawn blood, and they need medicine when they do that. And they either become immune to it or they die.
That makes sense.
But we can muzzle him so that he can be given
Well
the
done.
thingies.
Now I can treat the dog properly, poor
Oh,
fella.
Pretty
Come to think of
adorable.
it, are you
Not
heading
gonna
into
lie.
the wilds anytime soon?
Am I? I am. I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember.
This
If you happen across it,
conversation,
I
one of the
could
cool
use
things
it.
about this
It's
game.
very distinctive.
If you've
All
never
white,
played
with a
this, like
blood
I'm
red
preaching to
centre.
the choir if people have played this, but like Sam has been quoted. I have returned, and no, I do not want to buy solar panels. That's your quote.
Yeah, that was what
Yeah.
the person pressing my doorbell wanted.
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
So like this guy, if you don't have this conversation and stuff, you straight up miss out on a party character for the whole game.
If he doesn't get it, chances are he'll need to be put down.
So we have to go find a flower in the wilds and give it to this guy before we move on. If you like forget to do it and you accidentally advance the story, it's like boop, dog's fucking dead. But we're gonna make sure the
and then
dog's
he,
okay, and we are going to pet the dog.
Yeah, and then I'm guessing he like scrubs out of his ash course, and that's why you can't get him.
In the meantime, I'll begin treating our
No,
poor
he just
friend.
if you don't get him the medicine flower, he's like treated right now. But if you don't get him more, the dog just fucking dies.
Acre above.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. Like the party member just refuses. Oh wait, is the dog the party member?
The dog is the party member. Oh wait,
Okay,
yeah,
I
you said
thought,
you didn't
like,
play
now
this.
you're-
Yeah, you get a
yeah.
warhound.
Okay, that's pretty pimp. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking great.
We look. I vote for saving the dog like immediately.
We're doing all the things.
homeland
Like
of
we
holy
leave this
Andraste.
area and then we will
Keep her
continue
people
along
safe
the
from
path
the
of Save
Darkspawn.
Doggy.
Let us bow our heads and
Here's a
offer
lot of
prayers
people
to the
praying to the Maker.
that he might find
Who
us
the
worthy.
Maker's just like, what if God got so angry that he was like, y'all figure it the fuck out and left,
Yeah.
and or died. Like, don't worry about it too
Soldiers
much.
of
We'll
Ferelden,
talk about that in
my
the third
sisters
game.
and gentlefolk.
When?
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed.
You should be
You
proud.
should be proud.
So all I remember about the Dragon
That's
Age I
true,
played
Joriel.
is like how much of a meme it was to ride the bull. Because you could romance the big like horn dude and sleep with him.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Inquisition,
yes.
Yeah. Like,
You
that's all I
can
remember is that meme.
romance the Kunari, yes.
Yeah.
Who go through some radical changes in their design, let me tell you.
I bet they do.
You'll be like, that's a Kunari. As soon as you see a Kunari, you'll be like, the fuck? That's a nothing. That is a
I
you're gonna be like,
probably
that's a
won't
gray
recognize
person.
it as Minari.
I don't know if you'll recognize it when you see him. The first one.
Probably not. Give Inquisition another shot at some point.
Give it a shot when we get there in the playthroughs here, like 3 years from now. I am Chippy.
Well met. And good luck to you on the battlefield. To us
Hey,
all,
you gotta
in fact.
introduce yourself properly. It's important.
I am Chippy. Who with are you with?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play.
I'll have parts to
defeat
play.
the Darkspawn,
If I
we
could
have
think,
to work
if there's
together.
any one person
It's
to
not
me
an
who
idea
epitomizes
everyone
a
seems able to
beautiful,
grasp.
roguish dwarf man, cathless dwarf man of golden heart and sturdy muscle, it's Chippy. So
It's true.
yeah. Tiriana, Sten just has a rare skin disease that makes him look human, and his horns fall out. Yeah, you'll
welcome,
understand that
Tiriana.
reference soon, Sam. Thank you for resubbing with that. That's great. Do you know much about Darkspawn?
Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example?
Oh yeah, the Fade is just like the spirit realm. It's the Shadow Realm. That's all it is. I'm a dwarf after all.
It's home to many spirits.
Dwarves
some
don't.
benevolent,
Dwarves
others
literally
far
don't
less
have
so.
spirits.
At the heart
Dwarves are
of the
like
Fade
gingers in South
lies the
Park.
Black City.
That's a
Have you
game we're gonna put on.
So if a dwarf dies, they just don't go to the afterlife?
They like carry on as like some weird like ancestor based afterlife where like their paragons like attain everlasting life through like ancestral connection. It's really weird.
So like they have like they have like a group soul tied to their bloodline?
It's it's bizarre. Somebody in chat has read too much about it,
Yeah.
I'm sure, and could enlighten us, but it's not me.
I see how you're just putting South Park under Nephies. Okay, so they're not like. All right,
There we go.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna make Tooch Sweet Neffy responsible for South Park until I decide otherwise.
Until he's told you to go fuck yourself. Yeah.
Basically. Hairflex,
It's okay, Poser. We'll
it's
fix
okay.
it.
I'll fix it.
We'll fix it in post, or we won't. Look, it's
I'll
the
remember
show's not
eventually.
perfect.
Yeah, they're dwarfs. They're literally like dwarfs from the stone.
It's pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Hang on. What's the Black City? So Darkspawn are just dream spirits.
Sadly, no. They are kin to neither the gentle Fade spirits nor the malevolent demons. Shamefully, they were once the souls of men. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into
Is
the
that
city,
the good wizard who
with their sins,
heals?
that
This is the
taint
healing
transformed
party
those
member
men,
you get later,
turning them
yes.
into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn.
Yep.
At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
And the Chant of Light is sort of right. So the Chantry and the Chant of Light is just like the mainstream religion, and the Chant of Light basically says like mages went to where God lives, and God got mad about it. So God was like, "Fuck off," and he left. But before he left, he turned everybody into evil, like bleeding dragons that like kill people when their poison touches them. And can have like hive mind psychic connections to things, and then made them sleep in the earth for 8 zillion years. You humans and your chantry.
Allegory meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true.
No, they're definitely down
It
there,
is as good
lady.
an explanation as any for now.
Do you have any proper advice?
A wise attitude. It's worked well for
Kill
me in the
all
past,
darkspawn you
but
see.
I'm
She's
certain
like,
Duncan has
that's
more
probably
for you
true.
to do than talk to me.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's good general advice, man.
Yeah. Wise. Okay, that one's locked too. You just kind of look around for everything in this. I love the set dressing and the set design. Like, I will be prone in this to just kind of take too much time in some places. Because I absolutely adore this game in so many ways and so many levels. And I do can mace. Pretty sure that's from, like, the high level folk. We could, in fact, even take an elm longbow. And can we do a better helmet now? I have to, like, squint to see any of this, but I think we can. We can get a better helmet. We can put on some arrows. We got Icy Boy arrows. Just pop, pop. Our leather helm is now a cured helmet, which is betterer. And our studded leather armor can be, well, the exact same, apparently, is what I think that says. Yeah, that's about the exact same. Oops. But that's fine. What do we have for a buff? Oh, I have an item set. All these items are from the same set, so.
Look fast. You can't.
You
Dwarves
watching
need an
chat for
axe.
me? Thank you.
Yeah,
Keep them in line in there.
Yeah. Well, look, he's just like dwarves should be wizards, and I'm like, I disagree with this statement.
So dwarves can't
dwarves-
use magic in this game at
Yeah.
all. Dwarves have because dwarves are like literally fundamentally
Any
made
last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into
Yeah, also,
differently.
hello,
Well, you're not what I thought
Yeah.
you'd be.
Well, my
Oh
thing
yeah, I
is,
forgot. If you
dwarves
listen to that,
don't need magic because we have axes, and that's all. That's what I got to say on that matter.
yeah. So this dude is sitting here
Exactly.
like he's sitting here talking to this blonde chick, being like, "Is there any last wishes you need?" Like my dick. And that's like he's sitting here hitting on her, being like, "Wanna fuck before we die?"
Yeah.
The name's Davith.
Look,
But he was
Sass,
saved by
Time you
Duncan
came
to become
along,
a Grey
I was
Warden.
beginning to think they
Yeah.
cooked this ritual.
Sass, I'm just saying, a wizard can't cast a spell if he has an axe in his face.
Yeah, really.
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Aren't there barbarians in the forest?
Chasing barbarians, yes. Cannibals, and witches too.
Yeah.
Chasing?
My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales
Yeah, he's a
about the
total
wilds.
creeper.
Even been in there a few times. Scary
You're getting
place.
quoted all over the place. Grim likes your
I
mouth
know,
today.
man, apparently.
Yeah.
I came back after being sick, and like I'm meeting my
Cannibals,
quota.
beasts, witches,
Yeah.
and now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of?
Oh
It's all too
my.
secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have
He's
to wait
a
and
twitchy
see.
rogue
Like we
nose
have a
because
choice.
he's a twitchy rogue man. He's the rogue's archetype, everyone. He's roguey rogue boy. They're forcing you to be
I've got
here.
nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from.
Saved you from
Anyway,
what?
I expect it's time to get back to Duncan.
Oh, I
That's where
go
I'll
back
be
to
if you
Duncan
need me
there.
for anything.
Dingle dangle, stop trying to put your dongle in her bongle. She like crosses her arms as he walks away. Like, man, I don't like that guy.
How do you do?
You want to have a romp with?
Can
You want to have a
refer to
romp
her?
with a
'Cause
dwarf
she's,
chode? Lady, you want to have a romp with a dwarf chode?
Yeah, like, look, lady, we'll split you in half, but you'll enjoy it.
We'll split you in half lengthwise. We're
Mm,
hot. We're horrible. We're awful people. I'm going to hell.
but
Have you seen an elf
no.
running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit
Look,
of chains.
as long as you get consent, it's okay.
Oh, well, I'd like to know where she went, that's what.
Consent. Well,
No.
consent is important.
Pardon
Consent is
my manners,
mandatory,
My
folks.
troubles are no concern
Yeah.
of yours, I'm sure.
Hashtag.
I'll look
Hashtag
for
not a
master.
joke.
Did you come for
Hashtag
supplies?
we're serious. Hashtag don't be a piece of shit.
Hey, but look, Herflex, my seat's
I'm sure
been
you have
reserved
better things to do than
for a
run
while
errands
now.
for me. I can find
We
it
have to
myself.
find a red-haired elf for him, or I don't even know if we can, but you can, I think, find the red-haired elf
Arms
for
and
him with
armor,
the
for
chain
the most
armor.
part.
It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price.
Oh, you gonna tell me what you
I
got
also
for a
have
modest
some,
price?
Goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
He's got a sack of dildos.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Let me see what's in your sack of dildos, buddy. Bombs, acid, lyrium, double-baked Mabari crunch cookies. Because, of course, he's got cookies.
Hey, man.
All so he's got a
quartermaster.
few weapons that this is all just like garbage that we can replace in the first level, and then other garbage that's easily replaced, and then we don't have the money for, so it operates on this system of like many different golds. Coppers go into silvers, go into golds. It's a very D&D system. I don't hate it though. I never really hated it. I like games that can at least play up their... I don't remember what's junk and what's not, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But we'll find out about that later, I'm sure. We're just gonna sell off like all this shit armor, like this shit tier stuff that we have that we're just not gonna use. What is this? Inspect, sell? Okay.
Poser asks, wasn't the messenger a red-headed elf?
He had a sword.
I mean, that's true, Aloysius. Muscle wizards do exist.
You're that might have been a redheaded kid, yeah, but different guy doing different stuff. Cause he didn't have any chainmail or anything on him. We'll just sell all these. A lot of this stuff's really easily replaced, even by like dark spawn items. You can usually replace pretty much all this garbage like right out the gate. The gray iron's better than the iron. We're just there is an encumbrance system, so we're just getting like all this garbage off our fucking person right now, so that it's not my problem. And you can make it through this first area. I've never had a problem on, especially because we're playing on like a regular difficulty, making it through the first opening areas of this game. Gift, greenstone, silver chalice. I guess I won't I don't want to accidentally get rid of anything I might need, and I don't remember, so I'm not going to sell more there. Here we can get...
That course of action is inadvisable.
Hey, who the fuck are you?
Young man.
I don't know.
Literally, who are you?
I am one
makes
of
him look really lame.
friend.
What?
I am of the
His Fabio hair makes him look really lame.
Well, he is really lame. He has no soul.
And reading tomes,
Are you familiar with the Tranquil?
Oh, yeah. That's what that one bald-headed elf in Inquisitions was, right?
No, but he probably should have been. Because he's an apostate. He's the other version. He's the other end of that spectrum.
Okay.
You speak very strangely, mortal. Why is that? Here's the reason.
To put it this way.
You can listen.
Do you know why those with magical talent
yeah, we'll be there soon too.
On top.
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared? They're not feared by dwarves.
Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily, and thus become horrors known as...
Wait, are dwarves just immune to people's magic?
Yeah, dwarves are just like, I don't know what magic is.
Yeah, so what does it matter that we can't cast magic if magic doesn't affect us?
Well, you can still get hit by a lightning bolt.
Dangerous.
Okay. Well, see, that's what
you're still you are still burnable of the flesh and conductive to electricity.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Are we immune to magic? That's what I wanted to know.
So they have no connection to the Fade, so they don't they can't see the dreaming city. They can't quote unquote dream. They can't not the same way at least, because normally the Fade is the realm of dreams too. So they can't see in dreams. They can't.
Yeah.
They can't do things that are magical. They can't become magical. They can't take lyrium. That's why they can mine lyrium. For people, it's addictive. It's like cocaine. And the game kind of treats lyrium as a drug trade cocaine type product. But yeah, he's made tranquil. He gets stripped of his emotions and his magical talent, and emptied as like into like a hollow shell of no, like he's not capable of emotion. How is someone made
Our
tranquil?
forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind.
Isn't the
Process
sleeping
is
world like the
irreversible
pervs on
as
VR
far
chat?
as I am aware.
It is, yes. It's worse
Oh,
actually. Alder Maker
that's
or Ladder
dirty.
Maker, it's worse.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
And then this one's the bad one where it's like I feel bad for you.
Do?
I feel
I
nothing.
feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive.
All that they
productive,
do is exist
and
to
no
like complete
danger to
objectives at that
anyone.
point. It's really
Surely
bizarre.
that is not a terrible thing.
Oh wait, so they can still motivate themselves, or they still have motivations even though they're without emotion?
Not really. It's more like survival and duty at that point. It's like instinct and like being told what to do. They're almost like handicapped at that point. Like they kind of have to be cared for. They're not entirely capable of making their own
So
decisions.
they'll just do whatever like
It
their
is the
caretaker
practice of
says.
folding
Basically,
magical
yes.
lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves.
Yeah, our
The
people were
tranquil
right.
have learned their rules,
That implies
and we
some
use
very
them to
like
apply a
creepy like red
variety of
light
magical
districts.
effects.
It is kind
We
of.
create the glow lights, as
This
well as
game
the
has a lot of
magic
like
staff,
creepy
or
underhanded
the flaming
aspects. Like
blade.
it
The
does not
irony,
paint
perhaps,
a high
is that
fantasy
it is
world.
our very
Dragon
disconnection
Age has
to
always
our
kind of
former
painted a dark
talents
fantasy
that
world,
allows the
or like
tranquil
maybe not
to
like
work
low
with
or
Lyrium
gothic
so.
fantasy, but it's certainly
A
not a
true
friendly
mage
fucking
could note.
place. What sort of achievements do you
Runes
have?
exist that hold the power of the
And yes,
elements
all
that
these
increase
conversations
strength
usually
or
give you like
swiftness.
codex entries that give
Almost
you
any
XP
spell can be given permanency,
and
given
like
enough
unlock
skill
knowledge in
and
later
lyrium.
conversations and
Naturally,
shit. So like
the greater the power
listening and
required,
doing
the
things
more
or just like having the
expensive the rune will
conversations in
become
this
to
game at
create.
least
True power
usually
comes
pays
with a
off
price,
later when you're in like
as
the
we know
battles,
only
like
too
post
well.
battles and like in later missions and stuff.
Goodbye.
It's fascinating how often it does connect everything. We'll drop a quick save in right now.
I mean, that's a impressive thing.
Inadvisable.
It's good.
That course of act. That course
Oh, I
of
can't unlock it.
action
It's just
is
there. I
inadvisable.
think you can come back later and the chest is still there. Hey, that's an Effie.
What? Welcome, brother.
Welcome, my brother.
But the mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the
Their
fade.
spirits are in the fade while they sit here and do dubstep dancing in the background. Like, look at these guys in the background, speed it up like 0.5 per, like, 50%, and then play like Darude Sandstorm. Like that's what I want. I need that mod.
Yeah.
The Fade, I'm sorry, my soul doesn't connect to anything.
The fade is the realm of dreams.
But how's your day going, Neffy?
Or so the mages
Tell
tell
us.
Regardless, they are not to be disturbed. Not even by grey
It's
wardens.
going?
I'm here, baby.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, you're asking me
The
questions
mages
about
must
like,
not be interrupted. Their
you
Oh, he
spirits
tells you
are
again.
in the fade.
So, these guys are Templars, and they're made to basically be the secret police just for dealing with mages. They're like...
they're my favorite faction.
They're your favorite faction. They're also like one step away from being like Mage Gestapo.
I know, and they're still my favorite faction.
Yeah, they're a little bit Nazi fascist genocidal sometimes. Like they're not the best occasionally.
They're pretty cool.
It depends
Now,
on
I
who
think
you
you're-
let lead them and how you play them.
I was gonna tell you, I was like, I don't know. I feel like you're painting them in a really bad light when you consider the fact that
My
the
first
mages
play,
also got them addicted to drugs in order to control them.
yeah, they're made
There's a lot of
addicted.
bad things that are happening with the poor Templar Knights.
Yeah, they're
not
forced
bad
to be
people by
addicted to
nature, but
lyrium.
they're in they're not bad people. Like generally, they're just having a hard time.
Yeah,
Well met.
not the best situation.
So,
And I like there'll be a thing like later, like when they do when like we have to go to the Mage Tower and decide whether or not that's
A whole hullabaloo.
yeah, it's like I don't know. I think they have the right of it based on the inside of the tower and everything that's happening there.
When we get to that point, we'll throw a poll up, and we'll let, for some of these big decisions, we will let chat decide how we're gonna go through some of it. Because I've played
All
through
I'm
this
saying is
game
when you
so
see the
many
walls
ways.
made of meat, you'll see where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
That's valid. So I know very little about the world of Dragon Age, Nevi.
Yeah.
My interactions with
Sam
it
is our
are,
new
I
boy to
played
all of
the
this.
first half of Dragon Age Inquisition and quit playing.
Well, that was the right decision when it comes to Inquisition.
I saw them.
But
we're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been
100
like this ever
and
since they found him in
Tirana's
the
got the
wilds.
right of it, I think. They'd be very vicious if not 100% of the mages deserved everything they got.
Oh yeah, in DA2, well, the main driving conflict in DA2 is they take the fallout from the first
game.
Well, they take the fallout
And-
from this game, like all the decisions, everything you do, and it's a very interesting way because it was one of the first games I ever played that really tied.
Yeah.
It does what really Dragon Age's spiritually successes Quest for Glory well, which is why I wanted to play them at the same time for Shitpost Sunday. Because it takes that aspect of your decisions have meaning across multiple games, and really tries to make a good go of that as like an earnest concept.
It's too bad that again, I have what you'd call many issues with Inquisition on that exact front, though.
We'll get there. We will play it. We will play all of it.
You can feel it, can't you?
You're gonna hear me talk a lot of shit.
Good. That's what this segment's for.
black
Whoop,
and
whoop.
Fair enough, but I'm over here like, no. You don't understand.
Oh, you can go like full genocide on Magic Square, and like to the point where in later games and stuff, you can just kill your party members and they're gone.
You need to
And be
calm
like,
yourself.
I hate mages now, and they're just like, you can be like, I'm the anti-mage police. Especially if you're a dwarf. Like I said, dwarves can't be magical, so.
Dwarves, not magical, correct, but also.
Disturbed you.
Where?
Dwarves, again, have the right of it.
Welcome to the King's
May you
Camp,
find
my
favor
lord.
in the
Yeah,
Maker's eyes.
and surprisingly enough,
I
it's
suspect
dwarves
you
this
are one
time,
of the new
boys.
Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
Man, her tits look great in this fucking nun outfit.
That would be the first thing Rob noticed.
Well, but like,
This is pretty outrageous. I haven't noticed boobs yet, and then bam.
this is like, yeah, no, I mean, you're here.
They're in my
This is-
face.
They're present.
It's always the first thing I'm looking for, pretty much. So she blessed us in the name of the chat tree. That was nice of her.
I would. She's just blessed. That dress is holding up. Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
she's quite blessed as well.
I would bless her. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, look, we're blessed. She's blessed.
my
Everything's
phone?
quite
Why are people
based.
texting with this network? You must not
can
do that.
have-
I'm in the midst of it.
You can have some of my sacred waters. That's all I'm saying.
Oh shit! I am considering.
What are you considering? What hath you wrought, Toochington? Toochberry Crunch.
I'm sorry. What?
I don't know. I'm just saying random.
He was trying to figure out what you were considering.
Okay. I'm just making random noises with my face.
Oh no! Don't take me terribly seriously. I am.
Oh, this guy's naked.
Huh. Someone finally comes
Covered
and
in
takes
shit.
prisoner.
With his,
That's
like,
right.
I suppose you've come to
cock
sentence me.
cloth.
At least they gave him a cot cloth.
Yeah.
They did.
This game
He just
doesn't
tucked
do
it into
free.
his ass.
This game, fortunately, does not do free willy. Although we will eventually encounter a nipple, and Grim will have to TOS, and well, we'll probably get banned from Twitch.
That's true. We will encounter a nipple. There's not much we can do about that.
Yeah.
No. You put someone like me in a cage until
Nah, dude.
someone important has
Don't
time
worry
to
about
decide
my
what to do with me.
considerings. They're
I
just
don't
the
suppose you
considerings
have
of a man
kindness
who's
in you.
real fucking
All I want
tired.
is food and water.
Yeah, right.
Sorry
They've
to
been
hear
me
that,
since I was
brother.
locked up and I'm starving.
That ain't your fault. It's the fault of reality.
One sec. Well, why haven't they fed you? Tell me why you're in there. Why would I want to help you out?
Oh
Nobody thought
god,
of it
Square,
with
that's so
battles and
good.
such.
You don't believe in the Maker. My guy, your holy book says that your god didn't create dwarfs.
Yeah, you don't believe in
well,
the
you know.
maker. Yeah. It's literally like, your holy book's like, dwarves come from someplace else.
Yeah, so why would I worship your fucker?
It's weird. Dwarves are like literally born like of nature, almost. I think that's like kind of what it is. If I remember correctly, they're like literally evolved from the stone.
That's so good.
Well, you know, listen. There's things I'm learning. The more I learn this universe and its
I'm a
lore, which I'm
deserter.
not doing
Or
anymore
so they
because
think.
I have
I
what
bet
you'd
there's no
call
arguing them out of it,
an
though.
long-running
funny that
enmity
way.
now with BioWare. But
I have such a love-hate relationship with Bioware.
oh, exactly, yeah. But you know, I'm upset because they used to do positive things, and then they quit doing that, and that's where my problems begin. It's sort of the same feeling I have about Square Enix, where I'm just like, man, y'all used to be like cool and interesting. Now you just kind of make money off Final Fantasy 14 and die.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Let's see. Why do I have a? Never mind. That's not important. Let's see. But yeah, no, I'm like, whatever, man. I'm not worried about it. I'm just here to judge them. I do say the more I learn about that universe, though, the more fun I think it is. The further
It's
underground
really
you go in
well
the Dragon Age
built.
universe, yeah, the further underground you go in the Dragon Age universe, the worse things get. Like on a theological level, I just wouldn't go down there. Is more my point.
Yeah. It gets real bad real quick.
It does. It does. If you go down there, it's like, hey, dwarves were born of the stone. All right, that's pretty straightforward. I like it. Except for the fact where, like, you know, God didn't make them. That's all right. And then you're like one level down, it's like, hey, look, this area is full of legions of warriors who consider this Valhalla. All right, that's fine. And it's like the circles of hell. Like each layer you go down, you're like, oh, that's just made of like terrible flesh amalgams, isn't it? It's like, yeah. And then you drop a layer below that, and it's like, this is literal hell. Like this universe's hell.
Yeah,
There
it's
is a
just here
dragon that
now.
is born here.
Yeah, this is where
Generationally.
there was no hell until people went and knocked on God's door and he got mad about it because he had a no soliciting sign. And then
Yeah.
like at which point he was like, "Well, fine, guess what? There's hell now. And all you guys who are here, you're now Satan." And then he like made them sleep in the earth and they were Satan.
It's pretty much. And then he was like, but then also, because he is a just and goofy god, he left the fucking doors unlocked so they could just leave every so often.
Yeah.
Like if you can find the door, you can walk out.
Well, really,
And
it's
they
more like he
do.
gave
It's
them like a
really
really
limpy.
hefty roofie, and he's like, "You'll wake up anytime in the next 10,000 years. Good luck."
Well, no, right, yeah. They were like he sealed them down there. It's like, there are in fact many, not just one, but like hundreds of thousands of different access points to the various levels of subterranean nightmare world. Anyway, I'll see y'all later.
Yeah. By the way, all
out,
your sacred dark gods, all 8 of them are down here. There are only 8. You have there will be no 13th Dark Crusade in Warhammer 40K. You get 8 shots. If not, hell loses. Good luck.
Correct. Yeah, 100%. This is. Remember, all of this was because of a cosmic ding dong dish.
Just not then. I was stealing.
I love how
stealing out of the
forthright
camp.
this thief is with
I
us
got one of those
too.
wizards drunk and took his key.
Yeah, right?
He's like, I got a
It
wizard
belongs to
drunk,
a
took
chest
his
they got
key.
here,
It
full of
belongs to
magical
his
treasures.
chest. I wanted it.
In fact, I still have
I
it.
still have the
I
key.
can't use it from
They
here.
thought I was gonna
But I
desert.
trade you for some
hadn't.
food and
I
water.
wasn't deserting yet. I was just stealing first. That's what he fucking tells you. I'm like, I love this guy. He's my favorite character. I wish he was a party member. And I love this line too. This is like one of the beautiful moments of the shitpostiness of this game and how well it's written. They didn't find the key when you were arrested.
I swallowed it, but it's come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Yep. I'll take that. Kill him and take the key. Then I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for him.
Yeah, he was hiding it in his prison pocket.
Yep. Well, he hid it. He hid it in his prison hatch, and it made its way to the pocket.
Yeah.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of
You won't
guarding
believe
this
this,
deserter.
but I found a
They
key.
should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Poop key. Yeah. Who is he? Blah blah blah. It seems a waste of time for you to guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
He's like, I don't want to hang out here anymore.
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
So he's just a recruit from the capital.
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
Well, if they don't do that, they drag you off and they put blood in you and you become one of them. So it's not great either way, big guy. I had a chat with him.
It was an enlightening conversation.
Nothing good can come of it.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now?
Ball square.
Since nobody sends me
Oh,
nothing
that's so
to feed
brutal.
him with, the only
The
way
maker is
to get that
just
is if I
text,
give
and
him
all of
mine.
this is just a Dwarf Fortress game.
He has a fine cod piece. This game really put a lot of effort into like noticeable cod pieces. I won't say they were all good, but
They are noticeable.
Yeah.
You have heard of them.
Right.
so you can pressure this guy to be like, give me your food.
Before he hangs. Don't know why you care.
He's like, give me
I
your
had nothing to
food
do
so
with it,
I
though.
can
If
feed
anyone
him.
asks
He's
why
naked and
burping,
he
I'm
will
gonna say
die.
It was you. Just so you know.
If anyone notices that he ate food, it's gonna be on your head.
They're
Oh,
gonna be
God.
real mad that he had a lunch. You
Yeah.
motherfuckers don't think they'll get mad, but I do. I think they will. Local.
Everyone will know he had the lunch.
Look, my boss told me not to feed him. It's like, cool, just don't turn this way and you won't be able to tell him that he
Yeah,
ate.
you won't even know, baby. You won't even know.
There's this cool thing you can do where you just do what every other guard in history has done and look a different direction while I'm doing this.
Yeah, are we Sabatis, Holmes? The journal does have the codex thingy too, which is kind of fun. We're not gonna spend time reading these at any point, because there's too fucking many of them. AKA that one said 304. So yeah, you're not getting that, but you can go read it if you really want.
You didn't miss out like a ton or anything.
Yeah, you don't miss out on all that stuff.
Put blood in you is a way to say infusion. Well, I didn't. That is because it's not an infusion. Don't worry about it. It's just putting blood in you.
I'm so hungry I could
Yeah, you
faint
can
dead
put blood
away.
in you without it being infused. Give the food to the prisoner.
Much obliged.
I'm not infused.
May
but I am
Andraste herself rain
infused.
blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key.
But if he gets hanged and
good
shits
health, huh?
himself, the superior will know he had food.
Well, not my problem. I'm gonna
I
go.
was gonna say that sounds like a problem for whoever's hanging him.
That sounds that sounds like a problem for whoever cleans up the gallows. Like, Cocainum Ron's about to get that cocainum chesticle. This is mine now.
That course of action
It belongs
is
to us.
inadvisable.
We earned it.
But I belong here.
That course
Damn
of
you,
action
Tranquil.
is inadvisable.
Whatever. We'll have to wait until he's not looking at us all emotionless and shit. I don't have any emotions, but I still care if you steal. Somehow I know
Can you
right
not
from
open it in
wrong.
front of him?
Huh?
Can you not open it in front of him? That's crazy.
No, I think you open it when you come back to this area, in fact.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Oh, okay. So this is like the rest of the
Sorry,
army.
the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
You actually never get to go see the main army. You only get to hang out with like the nobility. You only get to hang out
You
in
get to hear
Bougieville.
that like an army exists.
Well, I liked that they at least acknowledge that. Like I prefer that games acknowledge that than that they just ignore that kind of shit. If that makes sense.
No, I agree.
Where it's
Follow-up
like,
question.
yes.
What was your background, dwarf man?
We are a castless duster rogue.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit you with an okay again on that. Yeah, all right.
Talk stopped immediately. What are you, a bunch
Yeah.
of natric fishwives?
Yeah, you're thrilled and enthused by
The last scouting party.
castless rogue dwarf.
No, I'm not here to judge.
It's one of the only ones. Well, my
Blessed
first
art
playthrough
thou.
is castless rogue
Blessed
dwarf,
art
which I think you were here when I talked about it the first time.
Yes.
Castless rogue dwarf was my first playthrough, and I just kind of want to go through that nostalgia.
Hello again.
I feel you.
You need something now?
My favorite, my first and favorite was
Nice to see you again.
was like one of the fucking slave elves.
The playing an indentured elf is really fun, yes.
Yeah, it
And it
is.
makes for crazy interesting stuff in later games.
Agreed.
Maybe we may in 3 when we do Inquisition go
Yeah.
dwarf or elf because it's fascinating to go either of those. Because one of them is just like the chantry's like, and the other one, the chantry still shits its pants, but not as hard.
Correct.
How do you do?
I really do like the indentured elf beginning because it's like, hey, would it be absolutely just duck tits bonkers if I were instead gonna use this two-handed sword to kill you?
Yeah.
Well, and not only that, all 6, at least in this one, all 6 openings in this game are really fucking fun and good. To
They
be
are.
perfectly honest.
They are. I don't like the dwarves as much, but that's my problem is more with like the. So my problem with dwarves in this game isn't even the characters as much as it is the design of like the underground, and I hate it there.
Orzammar?
Yeah, I hate Orzammar.
It's very much
I
to
mean,
me, it's like a city of bronze and brass.
I don't like Orzammar, and I don't like the areas surrounding it when you have to get to them in the story. It's like, oh my god, fuck you.
Well, that is a broken texture.
That is a broken texture. Look at that guy.
Look at these broken textures,
That
guys.
is very red. That is very, very red.
Well, except it's blue some. Yeah, there it goes. It's blue sometimes, you know. Just...
Yeah. So one of the worst.
It is the red time of the month.
I got the RGB stanchions. It's fine.
Yeah. RGB stanchions.
One of the worst D&D games I ever played in did involve an army.
Did you need something?
And so we would show up and solve a problem. Then the king and his army would show up and be like, you did a great thing for me. And then we'd be like,
good
cool,
job, lad. Good job.
We're going to rest and camp here, right? And so the army would progress on. And then like 2 days later, we would travel on, deal with something else, and somehow the army got behind us. And we're like, how do we keep passing this fucking army?
Oh, excuse me.
Is the king just like camping out somewhere waiting
the
for us
army
to
just hangs out until you do this stuff. It's like, well, ain't nothing better than free, baby.
Yeah, but you're just like, how did we miss passing them?
Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Medici.
That's a pretty pimply shield that dude's got.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Name your child the Grumpy One.
If I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Nothing like a blight of zombies to bring people together. You are a very strange human.
You're not the first to tell me that.
Of course
Wait,
not.
We haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
Kind of like how much talking there is in like early BioWare.
Oh my god, yes. I love this. You're not a mage, are you? And we'll just hit him with a...
You never know.
I'm a dwarf.
Mages sneak up on you.
They sneak up on you. Is it a short jump?
You're Duncan's new recruit from Orzammar.
No shit.
I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
Yeah, the area around Orzammar, the dead trenches, where like it's been like literally 300 years of non-stop combat. Like it's like 300 years of constantly manning a siege.
That just proves the dwarves are built better, man.
Mention me.
They kind of are in this
Nothing
world.
bad, I hope.
They're the only
As
ones
the
who like
junior
get it
member
when
of
it
the
comes to
Order,
the
I'll be
Darkspawn.
accompanying you when you prepare for
It's
the
just
journey.
their society and their caste system is also like turbo fucked, and they're kind of awful people. As a society.
Well, I mean, if you had to endure a 300-year siege, you probably would be in a very
Right,
rigid caste system too.
No, it went before
Hmm.
that too.
I
They're
haven't been
very
any
much dwarves
dwarven Grey
of a
Wardens in
level of
some
hubris
time.
that becomes their downfall.
You must know a
it's
lot about Darkspawn.
It's definitely
Oh.
a thing. Nobody knows much about them. You kill them. I spent more time fighting guards
I guess you've got a more colorful background than Duncan let on.
He's like,
But don't
oh,
worry. You'll see
okay.
plenty of Darkspawn now, and probably sooner than you'd like. Anyhow,
Today we might
whenever
get to
you're ready,
combat.
let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
I know I'm excited.
The argument I saw, what was that about? You know, what are the other?
With the mage, the circle is here at the king's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position.
Yeah, the Chantry controls the Templars. So the Church controls the magic police by giving them tons of dwarf mind cocaine, magical cocaine, and getting them fixed on it. And then they use the dwarf mind magic cocaine to like do special things that let them control and subdue magic. And the magic, which is run by like the independent don't be possessed by demons mages guild, doesn't like that the church gets to have like magic Gestapo. So that's the game. What's a Templar?
You don't know? Quick version then. The Chantry tries to control mages because
The
they're
guy we're talking to doesn't seem
so
too
they keep
bright.
Templars that train to hunt down and kill apostates. That's what I was
Making
being
them
trained
unable
as
to
when
golem
Duncan
any
recruited
descent.
me 6
That's
months
true.
ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant
He
it
probably
as an
is,
insult,
Terry.
sending
He
me
probably
as her
is.
messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate
Alistair.
and get along.
Do you like Alistair?
Get the same speech.
I like tormenting Alistair.
Yeah, you too. Okay, cool.
I like his shield.
He does have his weapon stuff that he gets used. Like if you're not playing a standard fighter, making him a Templar like shield bearer is really fun because he becomes an absolute tank. He's also about half as good, like roguishly handsome as Neffy is.
Thank you. I also I like.
I said half, not as twice. Not I said half, not twice.
I said, well, thank you. I just said thanks. That being said,
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, that being said, my favorite thing to do with him is to
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp.
Forcibly marry him off at one point in the game.
Right,
that part's really fun. I cannot see. I cannot wait to see what chat
Keep an
wants
eye
us
out.
to do
Maybe
there.
We'll see the other one. Or I can track him down later.
Chad, I understand most of the choices you're going to make before you make them. I understand them because I won't disagree with you. But there are a few that I'm going to judge you harshly on.
I figure because I've seen them all a few times. I figure because I've seen them all a few times, I want to let chat kind of push it.
No, I know I have to, and that's what I'm saying. But chat, know that I love you, but I am judging you harshly based on these choices.
Otherwise, lead on.
I accept this this threat. Now opening a highlighted tactics screen. Preset tactics. Change Alistair's preset to
You make
defender.
no promises, Screamos. I understand, but
don't worry, Grimos. I will veto any bad choices.
You'll veto them. Be fine.
Yeah.
The system will clearly work as intended.
Checks and balances.
Our boy will be aggressively shield bashy and pummely. Excellent. And we now have Alistar, the boy.
Do we actually have a party member?
We actually have Alistar, the boy. He has a little coin that he likes to rub in his pocket a lot. It increases his willpower and mental resistance.
He probably.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes we all play with something in our pocket to increase our mental
Sometimes
power.
you just gotta grab that thingy in your pocket and really get in there.
So Rob,
your willpower will increase. I guarantee it.
Rob, you need to go to Japan and compete on a game show.
I'm listening.
So
except for the part.
It's about singing karaoke.
Where that won't happen by the sheer power of xenophobia.
Yeah.
But you know what? Anything. Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna crush your dream.
Anything is possible.
My will's already dying as I speak, so it's got mute.
No, like I'm just saying, like Rob should go and compete on this game show because you have to sing karaoke while somebody's giving you a hand job.
What? Oppa Gangnam Style.
That's not even the right country, but okay. But Rob's like, I'm down. That sounds good to
I'm
me.
fine with this. I will sing. What do you think my first song should be? For getting jacked off.
That's a good question.
Yeah, what would be the jerk off karaoke song to struggle through?
All Star?
Serenading someone. Hey now, you're an all-star. Oh my god, that was awful and stupid, and I hate it. Oh, you magnificent fuck.
I also considered 1 week, but you know.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Oh, I never found Sir Joel. Where is Sir Joel? Was he here? Was he praying? I never found Sir Jory. What the fuck?
You're right, Neff. They would never let an American on that game show.
Yeah, they wouldn't know what to do with how big the dick is. Oh no, we have no camera wide enough. Oh, stereotypes are awful. I've been watching too much South Park.
I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations.
Oh yeah, you gonna tell Neff what you volunteered him for?
Yeah, so I put the South Park Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole for Shitpost Sunday under your name for now.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
He might be muted.
I apologize,
He's screaming
I'll
at
go
me
collect her with
silently. Was he at the mages?
This
yeah.
is Sir Jory, a knight from
Found
Redcliffe.
How'd you do?
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
Let's play a game, Sam.
I'm Chippy. Pleased to meet you.
I'm down.
It's a BioWare. It's a question BioWare related.
We'll be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks.
You see all these characters here.
The He-Man version. Fuck yeah.
1 for each
The
recruit.
man has a respectable beard.
He does.
Alright. So
Hang on. Wait, I'll get to it, I promise. This is a Mass Effect 1 thing. They put a slightly round fellow in your party. How long do you think he's gonna live?
Wait, what? Slightly round?
Yeah. All of 5 minutes.
It's just the first 5 minutes. Yeah, the first 5 minutes of this game and Bioshock 1, and Mass Effect 1, they were both like, alright, we're gonna give you a guy with a big guy, and we're gonna give you like a roundish guy with a buzz cut.
You must work.
And we're gonna send out the gate with you.
Components.
Good luck out there, boys.
It's as much a part of the journey as what comes after.
He's fucking dead.
You know, Mass Effect's a game.
Sir Jory from Red Cliff. Red shirt, more like.
I fucking love. Mass Effect. I'm not watching any of Dux's Doctor Who's playthrough.
Doctor Who's playthrough got me playing the Legendary Edition for the first time.
Come to our attention that
I like it a lot. I've yet to go check that out, but it's like it's on at the busier days of my week, and I'm like, I want to watch it, and then I don't want to watch the VOD because, frankly, I'm behind on like 6 other things I've promised I'd do.
See, that's
Corporal Jenkins did die a hero. Now hold on, I never talked shit about Jenkins. I'm just saying, Jenkins was.
He died a hero running into a clearing, looking at some robots and going, "Die!"
Yeah,
he was just.
And here's the defense, I would have rather it had been Caden. If that should have been the choice, was it Caden Alenko or Jenkins? Jenkins to me would have been ride or die to the end of the road, but
I would have preferred to get rid of Alenko then, rather than later.
Alenko to the robots every time.
Yeah, Alenko, I don't even take him with me for the rest of the game because I'm like, you're just here to be martyred, sir.
I was like, I don't take him with me. I feed him to the nuclear device.
I'm not going to get close to you because I don't like you.
Exactly. Now observe this cool nuclear device.
Yeah. See this? see this hand scanner? This nuclear device is hand scan activated only, and it's only keyed to you. Lieutenant Commander.
Later,
yeah.
Good luck out there.
Thank you for your cervix.
Yeah.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey
I
Warriors
like how
long
he's
ago.
like, you know, we
They were
heard
once
about
considered
some
only
treaties that were still
With
out
so
in
many
the
having
woods
forgotten
here
their
that we never
commitments to us,
collected.
I suspect
Can
it
you
may
go
be a good
grab
idea to have
those?
something
Because
to
that's the
remind
only
them
way
of.
people will, like, bind themselves by law to stop an Armageddon. Because otherwise they're too selfish and stupid. And I'm like, man, I want to mock it, but I feel like they've got the real world down to a T.
Yeah.
And then sadness.
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're
Alistair,
so valuable?
asking the real
It was
questions.
assumed that we would someday return.
Like what? How do we leave those in the fucking woods like dumbasses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Duncan does say it. He's like, we assumed things, and then those things weren't true because war happened and we kind of got fucked up.
Yeah, well.
Got it.
Watch over your charges, Alistair.
Sometimes you just get fucked up.
I like how Alistair
We
is
will.
like,
Then may the Maker watch
this
over
is
your
like
path.
3 little
I
chitlins
will
at
see you when
10
you
and like a 14-year-old babysitter going out in the woods to kill some skeleton boys. Like,
Yeah.
that's what this shit is. Which I always found to be amusing, personally.
Yes?
David? Where are you from,
I
David?
grew up in a village about a day's trip to the east. Little blot you wouldn't even find on a map.
You're right, I won't
Haven't
find
been
it.
back in years. I struck out for the city as soon as I could outrun my pa. I've been in Denerim for what, 6 years now? Never liked it much, but there's more purses there than anywhere else.
He's like, I just do the stealing.
And a pickpocket, thank you very much. Or was, anyhow. Who'd ever guess I'd end up a Grey Warden?
Oh, I'd take Karth every time. I liked Karth as a character. I did not like Caden as a character. Like, I know Karth was a whiny bitch, but he was like my Han Solo stand-in, so I was fine with it.
Oh my god, yeah. I 100%. If you can't. People act like Karth and Assy was that bad of a guy.
I think it's just a good meme now in retrospect to act like Karth was such a shithead.
But, he wasn't cool, but like fuck.
I don't
man.
think he was like the worst written part of the game or anything.
No,
I didn't think
hell no.
I didn't think he wasn't a fun person to have around from the beginning on, just doing dual blaster shit like pya pya. Like he's a lot of fun. Caden's just unnecessary. Like you could have wrote the nuclear blowing up part out and that entire character out, and the game wouldn't have lost anything.
100%.
Like, you could have just made that part not have, like, you did the mission and the nuke went off fine. Good job. Like, you didn't have to have that extra bit.
Yeah. Well, you know, they had to add that tension of who will you choose, him or Williams. And it's like, your options are the most insufferable person you've ever met. And the second most insufferable person you've ever met. And I'm like, oh, well... Sorry, Caden, you're edged out by...
We're gonna string me up right there.
You're edged out by her on principle of tits, mostly. I'll see you later, dipshit.
Oh, you got a silver scale? Don't know why Duncan wants someone like me. But he says
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Somehow that's just how it goes, man.
You bet your
Yeah,
boots I am.
tough.
Besides, it beats getting
Sometimes
strung up.
tits are the
Tough
fun.
titties, Caden. I'll see you on the other side, brother.
All right, for an old bugger. He's faster
Yeah.
than he looks, too. You heard the same speech I did. Blood and old treaties. Off we go into the wilds.
Even talking with these, like,
Hey,
red
I'm
shirts
following you,
isn't
aren't
that
I?
bad. Like, you do it once, you get some... Apparently I got a screenshot for something. Don't know what
Greetings.
that was.
It is good to finally have a moment to speak with you.
Yes, you too, Red Shirt 2.
I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Highover, a city off the northern coast. Have you traveled there?
Yeah, sorry, Caden, you just lost to the racist with tits. Xenophobe, sir.
And secondly...
Yes.
Yes.
I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Marik's funeral. It was in Highover that I met my Helena.
Oh,
I'm
me,
smitten.
oh my.
We're just saying, if you have two equally reprehensible
Now, for
people
years,
and
I
you
found
have to
many
hang out
excuses
with
to
one of
attend
them,
there.
All I'm saying is we're very honest about our motivations.
However, I was attempting to persuade
And plus,
Helena
it's the
to come to
first Mass
Riftwood with me,
Effect. Who are
at
you
least
gonna spend
until
your
I was
time with?
recruited.
Like, really? Like, you know, there's not many people in there that are worth talking to.
return to her
Garrus
once my
is
duty
there,
is done
and
and the
Tali
Brute
is there,
defeated.
which makes it already a pretty decent game.
Last month,
But then
Duncan
it's
visited,
like, at the end of the
however,
game, you're like,
abandoned
oh
the
man, it's my
tournament in
last
his
night alive. Who
I
should I
won the
spend
grand
time with? It's
melee.
like,
It was hard to leave my wife. We married
I
only
guess
a
it's
year
the
ago,
aura of
and
the
she's
space
heavy
races.
with child now. But
all right.
Ferelda needs my
We're just
blade,
listening to this
and I
guy
shall not
talk
falter.
about how he's about to have an orphan for a son.
Oh yeah, pretty much. It's like, all right, man. Well, I don't like aliens that way. Come on in here, I guess.
Wounds, yet he does not complain.
Also, I love her.
flinch from
Like,
his
I
duty.
also think that she's funny to me.
Williams?
We need to find those
yeah, Williams.
documents
Williams
in
is
the
really funny to me
Darkspawn
for a
Blood.
lot of reasons, and some of them I won't say on stream.
She's
But
got great snark and fantastic
yeah.
boobage modeled. So
100%. But not all I was gonna say. I just think she's funny because, like, in between the games, like they could not decide who they wanted her to be, though. Like between the games, her
you
character
can see that she shifts culturally. Like the issues of the time, if you look when that game came out, like you look at what the issues of the time were.
Yeah.
When you view that, it is fucking crazy to go in there and be like, ah, yes, this is what was going on in the world around then. You can see how they ended up getting certain personality traits and aspects and even style things for her. Because they just so very... That was when EA started to really dip downhill into some just like blind bullshit. And they definitely crowdsourced like
Ashley's
her...
character was crowdsourced like from game to game, though.
Yeah, exactly.
It was really funny.
They just made her be like match up to be whatever they felt like was gonna get them brownie points, kind of.
Oh, dude. So I loved it because you had like Ashley nuke them all Williams in the first game, and in the second game you're working for a rich space nightmare man, and she's like, Cerberus doesn't like aliens, and I don't like Cerberus, and it's like, lady, you wanted us to nuke the Turians on the principle of they might have a weapon like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, on one hand, bravo, I'm growing as a person. On the other hand, shut the fuck up.
It's like she doesn't have a lot of room to cast stones, but at the same time,
yeah, what up, Skeleton?
She was like,
had a lot of stones.
She was very angry.
Turns out sometimes the one with the most sins cast the first stone. Also, yeah, Caden has that same thing where Caden between games is just a different fucking person.
I wouldn't know. Caden between games for me is always the same person, a pile of fucking ashes.
Me too. And then he has star stuff. Yeah, scattered on the winds of.
As far as I know, Caden is still a shit stain on a wall somewhere.
Yeah, he's that, like, you know, that outline from on the wall from Gentle Rains Will Come.
Yeah,
that's him.
Womp womp.
Anyway, Talia's best girl, though. I think that's gonna be me and Thierry. We're bonded in blood on this one.
In my first serious playthrough of 3, I was like, I will get you the hemostatic clean room so that we can have deep, creepy, dickety alien sex.
Like I said, I was like, all right, I don't know how good antibiotics are in the future, but
they're gonna have to be pretty good though for what's about to happen to you.
Yeah, pretty much. With 1, 2, and 3, it was direct. It was like I was immediately committed to the girl with hooves. I was like, well, come here, you weird digitted gray bitch. Let's get on with it. And then I found out that she's actually a fantastic sweet roll with a machine gun, and I'm like, all right, stay close to me.
Yeah.
What a good character she is.
I'll keep you alive.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to do it for anybody else, including the best character in the game. Now, she might be best girl, but this is my hill to die on. Best Mass Effect character, no questions asked, is Legion. Legion was the best of us.
Yep. No, Legion and Drell.
Yeah. Drell was really good. He's my second in terms of just being the best person, but Legion is the best of us.
Yep.
Legion is the best of us.
Legion
and
is
I miss
all of
him
us.
every fucking day.
So we're gonna unlock the kick to the dick ability.
That's important.
Yeah, that's a super important ability, actually.
Yeah, so we've acquired kick to the dick. And we're gonna go into the wilds now. So We're finally getting to like the
My
next
God,
stage of the
are we
game.
actually going to fight?
Yeah.
Second only to shooting things in the dick with a bow and arrow. Circa
Grey Warden won't be safe in the
Two
forest
worlds.
tonight.
Oh my God, every arrow shot was to the dick. And Two Worlds 2's on our upcoming list to co-op. We're gonna have to see if we can co-op that one.
Oh my God, yeah, I do have it. I mean, we could do anything is possible. Oh, my leg. Dude, so, I don't know if you guys have had this happen. You probably have. You ever sneeze and then, like, some random part of your body only tangentially connected to, like, any of the muscles that just contracted starts throbbing? Like, holy fuck, my, like, left knee is on fire right now, and all I did was sneeze. Goddamn. I hate. Sometimes the human body tries me.
Yeah, it tries to kill me.
So we're in the wild. So you go outside the gates. There's supposed to be like an army coming, mind you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but you're not part of the army. You're just a guy, so it doesn't matter if you go out there and die.
Look at 4 people with swords not connecting with that wolf.
The feedback on a connection isn't very good in this one either. Those all hit, and then that guy got to do the little finisher. We need to really change up what Davith is doing because I forgot to check their tactics before we went in here, which is actually at the least is nice. Cause I can just be like, hey, go to ranged, like, and this will for the most part make him function well enough. So if I then look at his character record and go to his inventory, I can swap him to this set, and it's a ash longbow, and it's not bad. He'll do just fine with this. And it's satisfying enough. It's like, this is good enough. Then we can hit up Yore. Yore, take the diamond mole. He's got the great sword, and that's great and all. But the maul's really nice for that 7 AP on bigger enemies. So we're going to take that nice big 7 AP, and we're just going to kind of ram that up some booty holes.
It's valid.
Valid. In fact, valid. DJ valid.
We'll say that,
We'll swap him to aggressive, scrapping.
There's a aggressive. Just, that's it. Just end it there. Just, he is aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive defense, aggressive times aggressive. Oh, almost clicked the wrong button. There, we unpause. I wish there was a faster take all button. Let me fucking tell you that. Like, cause there's not, and it fucking blows. That like, the UI, I won't say was a secondary thing at this point in gaming.
Very well.
Oh, pulled that early. Whoops. What's this one? Dirty fighting. That one's below the belt. Yeah, fuck you. You're stunned now. No, I stab at thee. He fell over from that. We're gonna kick this wolf in the dick. Right in the dick.
It's only dirty fighting if there are rules to the fight. Otherwise, you do what you need to win.
Yeah, that one got shot. See, everybody's kind of lining up, doing what they gotta do now. God damn. Yeah, I miss this game. Going back to games like this, you miss macros. You miss when, and that's the difference between like companies that were doing ports and like companies that were just breaking into PC gaming as their console games took off, and companies that were true PC gaming companies. And I feel like that's a good point to like discuss and talk about because like EA, to me, and some people go ahead and disagree with me, I did not think EA as a PC gaming company ever in my life. Oh, I should inspect this. Oh, it's a personal letter. Where's the read button? God damn it. Letter to Jog Bay. New quest, the missionary. Alright, well, let's look at that. Mark Allsworth. I actually don't remember what this quest is, so I actually do have to read it. You found a corpse. Letter on the corpse detail the path through the wilds that should lead to the place where the deceased is meant to meet his father. Consult the note. A letter for Jog Bay. I do like that it's like consult the note, quest related, 1 of 30, the letter to Jogby. I love you, Jogby. See you soon. Beginning at the entrance to the wilds, look for a tree on a ruined building, pass under the fallen tree, pass a submerged tower, look between a high ruined arch, and you actually kind of have to know this. Like, you do have to look for this a little bit. 2 statues with a chest between them. There you'll find our meeting point. I like how he's like, there's just been a chest in the woods for 8,000 years, by the way.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Things don't break down. Things don't break down.
Yeah.
In the forest.
Oh, dying soldier. That's not great.
Well, I'm sure the weather hasn't done anything awful to that wood.
Grey Wardens.
Or the contents there. Really, just
He's
assume
not half
everything's
as dead
fine.
as he looks, is he?
He's not
My
half as
scouting
dead as he
band
looks.
was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground.
Like they do.
Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
I have bandages in my pack.
Yeah, look, if he can still like partially shift his chest upwards, he'll be fine.
He's all right. He just got bandaged. He's gonna stumble back to camp now. Good job, buddy. Congratulations, Soul Survivor.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed.
That's fair.
How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? 12? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless.
He is a coward, though. He is a bit of a coward. He gets very scared. We're gonna call him out on that.
Yeah.
You sound like a coward to me.
Alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
Not yet.
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know.
But I'm going to have a kid.
What? What? Huh? Oh,
I
you
guess
mean
it's
Jory?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is like, I should be home. And it's like, why are you here, Jory? Because it was a bad idea. I'm looking forward to killing them.
Bloodthirstiness is such
Yeah, I can't get over it. Like, this whole thing is just like, Jory, now listen.
Know this.
Classic storytelling technique. Never tell anyone about your parental duties. If you do, you're first one off the boat. Everyone knows.
Surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean
I
I'm
want
here
a
to
buddy
make this
cop
easy,
side
however.
game of Davith
let's
and
get a move
Jory. Like, why couldn't I have that, damn it?
Yeah. Yeah, Stabby got Dragon Age Inquisition. Don't worry about it.
I cannot wait to play that game with you because I like Inquisition for several aspects, and that's just gonna be like, I just know that we're gonna have so much to talk about, and not probably disagree. I'll just have a higher tolerance for this garbage.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not a big fan of it. There are some things I like in 2 more now. 2, I know it's in vogue to hate 2. I like it a little bit, not like
I
a
think
lot. There are some
2
problems.
was just so different for people that they got really confused and like.
That, and also it's like, well, you get the reused environments. It's like, okay, yeah, and then again, like the people you hang out with aren't as cool, generally speaking. I'm like, yeah, it's true. They did just go for like. You did hang out with like the generic D&D party in 2. I get it, right? I do.
Yeah,
And,
they didn't write the characters as well, but they were definitely trying to tone down what was heavy. This game is like heavy RPG elements. This plays more like, for the time, this was as close as you were getting to like fucking Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, and I will say that I feel that, but I'll say one thing about it, and like in its positive, there were some cool things in it. Now, most of the cool things they did with 2 were exclusively design changes. They were not like, you know, the story, like the characters weren't as well written, and there were some problems. And the reusing assets, it's like whatever, it's lazy, but it happens. You know, fine. I'm not gonna bitch about it a ton, though. There are options for it. What I was gonna say, there is some stuff I do like. Like I do like the redesign of the Canary. I think they look a lot fucking better in 2. I don't know what else to say about that. They're badass.
Yeah, we talked about that so far at the beginning of this episode, and like.
Because I've never seen their previous design.
He's only played Inquisition, yeah, which is a really awful place to even come into the series because you're missing 2. Not your fault, obviously, but you're like. you're missing 2 games worth of important bullshit.
Yeah.
At that point.
It's true, and like I don't know. I will say that redesign was well warranted. Now, yeah, I'm very excited about the. But I like 2. I like 2, and I know that's like I said not super popular, but there were some things I did like.
I think it's a
liked
great
the redesign
action
for them.
RPG.
Oh, it was fine.
Because it looks good, it animates well. It's like you've got this nice little hotbar. It's like playing an MMO almost.
I like 2 because it has, and so this is a personal preference thing. I think this game is a better game, and though it's written better, there's a lot of things I like better about this game. Period. Yeah.
Well, and it was foundational, and it was able to
yeah.
establish an expansive setting foundationally, and not wear out its welcome. And I found that to be an incredibly impressive trait of it.
Yeah, my thing though with 2 that I like is that 2 did something that I as a person like, not as like a person who criticizes or plays video games, just this is exclusively a Neffy trait. It asked a question. It asked a single question every time you met a person or did a thing. It asked the question of what is the jankiest, edgiest way I can approach this. It's like, what would a 13-year-old who thinks this shit, who's trying to write the coolest D&D character do right now?
Let us end this.
And then it did that.
Yeah.
Like, that's
it was a little silly about it, even.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like, dude, fucking Fenris, are you kidding me? Everything he does is just so fucking melodramatic. I love that dumb, sad elf bastard. He's
a ridiculous character.
No, I think he's funny. And then like, haha, we made the cute, friendly, like, childish elf a terrible sanguimancer. Like,
why are
hell yeah, you did.
There we go.
Like, I am very fond of 2, but for reasons of like, it's some real edgelord shit, but it appeals to me in a very specific way.
It had the angst of the aughts. It had all the punk grunge angst of that time, just so dripping from it. It was perfect.
Oh, for sure. Now, there are things I hate. I hate that there's no way.
Mass Effect 2 did too.
Yeah. Okay, so I was going to talk about, but Rana just talked about it flat out. Choosing a side in 2 is about.
Tooch? Or being this?
Injury. How about injured people? Oopsie doodle. I think he might have DC'd for a minute there.
Who's begun?
I think we lost enough. No.
A journal with notes on the chasing barbarians, as long as gloves and an idol. Signs of the chastened. Oh. Well, we're gonna keep. So this is a bigger fight too, by the way. My characters did not make it through unscathed, but they did make it through. We'll just keep collecting stuff. Like, I don't think we're going to warrant needing like incredible help right now. Like, we don't need to like go back and buy potions or anything. I don't think. Let's see here. I don't think we're gonna need to go back and buy like a first aid kit or anything either. I think we'll be okay. But there's just like a lot of guys that you end up killing at this little camp. And they can fuck you up real good. Tainted blood. So we have the 3 vials already. We already did that. The hound, we have the treat the hound, we have the flower. So we could go back and give him the flower in a minute here too. That was the sound of Tooch DCing.
Yeah, I think
his internet cracked.
Yeah.
It's his internet cracked, but it is not cracked at Fortnite, so. There, we've got all that. I like that you just hold tab and it'll be like, here are all the things you could be touching. Games with like hidden shit have their place, and it is not fucking always. Like, I don't need everything to be obscure or hard to find, you know, that kind of shit. Like, I don't need every game to have a bunch of secrets. We'll just we'll equip that cold resist. We don't have anything better to put in there. So this is armor of 0.75, and it'll increase our fatigue, but we can wear these medium gloves because we have the strength for it. So our rogue can actually start to equip like medium armor with no penalty really, because we've got enough stamina for what we have. Yeah, you have to have certain strength to like equip certain things. Like if you don't, even as a rogue, if you don't keep that shit up a little bit, you will fall behind in armor and everything. Even if you're not like doing the right upgrades. Ooh, bomb. If you're not doing the right upgrades, you can fall behind even with more genlocks. Kill the genlocks. Kill the genlocks. Ow. Let me use that. You activate that sweeping blow, and anybody who's in the range. Playing these games, going back and playing Dragon Age especially, it feels like I'm playing like a League of Legends style MMO type game. That is really what playing it feels like, because all your abilities and stuff, they have like targets and zones and everything. Like you have to like set everything out in that like grid style, that like old Neverwinter Nights kind of grid style. He just got stabbed and decapitated, and that's amazing. We love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. We're starting to get some poison, some death root extract. They're giving us some shittily made darkspawn items.
Very well.
They're giving us a lot of crystals, which we use later when we get the game's best character, hands down best character in the game. You've never seen this character, and I'm not going to ruin it, and no one else is going to. Somebody's already said it in the first game. We talked about it, the first session, I mean. Somebody may mention it, but like there's no preparing you for how amazing the character in this game is. Because it's one of my most beloved characters ever in a game, and it's 2023, and I encountered this character first in 2009, and I'm so happy that I get to experience him one more time in my life. Because I am sure that this will be the last time that I ever play through Dragon Age Origins. Like this, I probably won't ever go back to it. You know, you do like one big full playthrough on a stream. That's probably it.
Yeah.
So we got ambushed by rogues, and then they all got stabbed.
Rogue dwarves, apparently.
Genlocks are in fact tainted dwarves, I believe.
Oh.
I believe they are darkspawn that are made from dwarves, and the Hurlocks are human. Or maybe it's Hurlocks could be Kunari, but then no, someone told me that ogres are the Kunari. That's right, and they'll probably get mad if I forget that.
Shall be done.
There, we found another chase and trail sign. So the Chastened are just like the wild people who live down here, but they ain't living here no more because Darkspawn, because there's a blight. So what from the best character in the game is a DLC character? Yes, it was pretty reasonable, I will say. Like it was, they released that, and this was in the day and age where you could. People at least were still used to hanging bodies.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Yeah, it is. This was the day and age when a game, like, you generally believed that expansion passes were significant things and, like, microtransactions weren't really there yet, but, like, micro DLCs were. This was the day and age of horse armor, and it's like being the first betrayal. It was still novel to not get what you were paying for with DLC, and the quest that you get, and the like little town you get, and everything, and the character you get, all together, and then the fact that you have him for the rest of the game.
Very well.
Outstanding, out-fucking-standing shit. It's great.
Respectable when they put that kind of work in.
Huh?
It's respectable when they put that kind of work in.
Yeah. There we go. He's dead.
Shall be done.
You can, between your attack intervals, you can proc an extra attack sometimes by using like your double sweep, so that you can like increase your DPS for a second.
It shall be done.
Because everything's manual. If like I'm in control of my guy, everything's manually activated. So. But,
yeah, boy.
and I think it's the only time that I've ever thought about this game being so like, oh, they're doing battle here. I require XP. Kick him in the dick.
Yeah,
What's going on?
Free XP basically, because they're not in good shape.
Yeah, these guys are free XP. Right in the chest.
Kara enjoys the keep you can get.
The what?
The keep in the Mage Shire you can get that are DLC apparently.
Oh, dude, yes. All this stuff, there's extra locations that you can get in this that are really fun. That is correct. Missionary Rigby with his last will and testament. New quest, the last will and testament of Missionary Rigby. Eleanor Rigby. Someone named Rigby on a body. Find the cache mentioned in the will and take it to Jeddah in Redcliffe. Great. A letter to Jogby. So we've got Jogby and Rigby. Rigby and Jogby. Here's the chasing signs, and it tells you like paths in the wilds, they mark their trails, blah blah blah. Yeah, you have to find all the trail markers. You can find a cache that they hid, which gives you a nice little bump weapon early on here. Then Rigby is... So Rigby, we found Rigby's will and testament and the cache, and now Jogby's also dead. So apparently we're gonna go to Jeddah and be like, your family's dead, but here's some stuff.
Hey, at least you're nice enough.
Yeah, it's like, good luck now.
Sounds like you had a real shit day. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that. I guess we'll take your stuff though. Something's here and wants to fight. Found him. I need to invest in a skill that lets me see things apparently. Oops, stabbed him in the back. Oh, and he just lost himself to a fucking... this obscenely large hammer.
I shall do it.
Not that I'm complaining.
All you need is an obscenely large hammer.
Giggity. Yes.
As you say.
Chasing trail signs. Oblivion, I love that. Oh yeah, the houses in Oblivion were really good, if that's what you're talking about. This game has like a couple good base DLCs too that really expand on the lore and feel nice. They feel well fleshed out. They never felt overly expensive. This game had a few fluff DLCs, and EA, after Bethesda opened up the fucking, guess what, horse armor can be done. The folks here at EA, that's when they were like, became the sinister entities that we would eventually know them to be.
Yeah.
However, for the most part, they were still offering good products at the time. I am attempting to find all the ways to go. Map.
A map?
What is this? Oh, there's a trail sign I missed over here somewhere, huh? My parties, of course, is like going and doing whatever.
They got distracted by like a wolf somewhere behind you.
I think so. They may just be kind of looking for that while I'm sitting here fucking with the map and being like, I need to find things. Is there a trail sign here? Oh, there is one up on that side that I just fought right past. I was like, I think I'm missing something. I was. So we've done this little loop here back to this side, and now we're gonna move this way to the left and like opened up that crate and get things and stuff and stuff and things. Things and stuff and things. Okay. Climb on up here. These initial guys really just give you mostly potions and like a few minor resources, which is fine.
Sometimes it's all you need. Sometimes it's all you need.
Baby, that's all you
I shall
need.
do it.
Large Darkspawn shield. That might be useful for Alistair, even though it's a poorly made shield, because it's made by the Darkspawn, like, underground and shit. We may in fact be able to use it, and it's actually better for him regardless. Can I pan? Is there a way to pan around? There's no way to pan around it, apparently. Which seems odd.
And unfortunate.
Yeah, we're gonna look over there real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything over there, and then we'll come back down. It says there's a trail sign. Did I not? I keep thinking I click these, and then I haven't, and I'm like, I need to click them all. Which is annoying, yes, especially because you don't necessarily move that fast. There, they can move freely. Maybe they'll just go kill it for me. Go get them, boys. Yeah, yeah. While we go back and like find things Rob missed. Yeah, they're underground. They're not that smart, so they're not that good at it. Like the things they make generally are crude or like so like engineered toward violence that they're like effective by brute force.
Sometimes that's all you need. Is Neffy back? Has he returned?
The internets may have been somewhat fixed. We shall see.
It's the return of the Neffy.
Attempts are made. We can hear that attempts are being made.
Yeah.
There, we've acquired yet more signs of the chastened ones. And now we will continue through the wilds that are Korkare. Korkare wilds. Yeah. Like Darkspawn, yeah, there's a lot of Darkspawn because like everybody who basically like gets captured ever, like from the Darkspawn becomes one for like permanently for all time until they're dead. Like I'm pretty sure they're immortal. Maybe. Like I don't quite remember. It's not great. Like the prognosis is that there have been more people in the world turned into Darkspawn than have been like, you know,
that's kind of
left alive.
That's a scary thought.
Like in the existence of this setting, more people have become Darkspawn than exist on the planet. Or I guess remain. I used Darkspawn weapons before it was cool. Yeah, right? I guess we'll try to bind them back to me.
Do I live? Am I here?
You're here!
Yes.
Oh, God. No longer am I burdened with the sound of silence.
So Sam was not, in fact, still here the whole time.
Huh?
As though Sam wasn't here.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, burdened with the sound of silence from you. Sam was, in fact, here doing his damnedest, of course.
I was just trying to think as you're like
they don't die of old age, exactly.
Killing everything in the wilds around you.
I mean, I just went on like a little murder boner spree.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I saw these people who have like erotically asphyxiated themselves, and I got excited. So, you know.
That is something that would excite Rob.
Yeah, why are they the only ones having a good time? I mean, they're still hanging out. Did you see them? Something's here for my butt bacon. There it is. Ah, you both got hit now.
We must be victorious!
Wow, they died really hard. So he was supposed to be luring me into that trap, I believe.
Oh look, Darkspawn.
It does not seem to have worked.
Yeah, although that fireball hurt. That hurt a lot. Sir, you can cease that at any time. Would you use that pinning shot ability, please? That'd be great. Ow. I am inside a bear trap.
I shall do it. It has begun.
I'm really trying to just like put as much DPS on this guy as fast as I can.
Oh, is he a boss?
No, they're with the boss guy over there, but I do not need my other guys just taking like constant damage. Oh no.
I love the one man is just using like a wood mallet.
Was. Well, I died. That's awesome. We got a load game now. So
worry.
I'm gonna have to
Later,
micro through this part because the AI is just not fucking smart enough to make it through this fight. So
yeah.
So there's a part in the game later where I will be startled, 100% positively startled if we do not restart like 5 times, and not restart but reload like 5 times.
There's a few parts that are pretty hard like that.
There's one that in my brain is just like, this sucks.
Let's see here. What's he got? He's got pinning shot. Apply pinning shot to Angry Man, please.
Yeah, here's an idea. Always kill the mages in this game.
Yeah, the mages are fucking brutal. They're, Can you please... God damn it, use the pinning shot! Do what I tell you.
On it.
We fight for honor.
Fucking do... Ah! And we're back at Quest for Glory levels of frustration. No, all of you, this way.
And stay down.
None of you can be trusted to do anything properly, so you're all gonna come over here and heal. God damn it. Yeah, that bridge specifically sucks, and everybody who's ever played this game remembers this little fight. There's nobody who's played this game who doesn't remember this area, who doesn't remember this fight, and who doesn't remember getting mad that the AI can't figure it the fuck out, because it's not that hard. It's
not, but the AI make it a challenge.
It's please cooperate, AI.
On it.
Please pin him. Please pin him.
Yeah, it just doesn't want people to be happy.
Well, and that fireball move is incredibly powerful, by the way.
On it.
It does have this massive splash there.
Well, that massive splash, and it's one of the most powerful abilities you run into in the first, like, 3 hours of the game. Is just that emissary's fireball. And mages in general are, like, that powerful. You're supposed to hit them quickly and use, like... It definitely wanted to motivate you, the game that is...
To motivate you that mages are in fact dangerous.
Well, not just dangerous, but that they're a threat and also glass cannons. Like, they have to be protected, you have to use your resources, like all that kind of shit.
Oh, don't worry. I always use my resources when I encounter a mage. Resources like a big fucking hammer and a, bow.
Yeah.
These resources do I always use whenever I see a mage in the wild.
There we go. He's down too. And there's one guy left. He's getting sundered right now. Good. Everybody gets back up and we did it.
I do really badly back there?
You did very badly, Alistair. Oh, and now we're all in traps.
I think we lost that figure.
We did. That's fine. He'll be back.
You missed him already?
Me too, buddy. Me too. Yeah, like the enemy will swarm, retreat, use crowd control. Like he pushes up and falls back. He's programmed to pull that trap off. They're all programmed to run that area like quite effectively. There is a trail sign. Good thing I looked. But they use this area quite effectively, and it's one of the first like kind of, I don't want to say traps you can wander into, because if you didn't, in your like one possible level that you got, if you didn't already put in points and shit to like detecting traps, you're not gonna here. You know, that you will not suddenly begin to detect them. There's a bunch of fucking jet labs here and there. Yep. Eventually you can get like a he tried to use dual strike and we interrupted it, so that's nice. Eventually they will try to hide from you and you can like see through it, which is nice. Yeah. But we're not there yet. We don't have those perks, unfortunately. We do, however, have a handful of dead rogues now. So if you're not careful with that fight, you can accidentally pull them into your fight with the emissary too. Or he'll run down here if you like kill his other support, like his archers, and get through his traps. He'll run back there and pull 3 rogues on you, and that incredibly sucks when that happens. Excerpt from local myths and legends and blah blah blah. Pinch of ashes. Large lightning crystal, blah 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 blah. Let's see here. Chasing trail signs, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Welcome back, my friend.
Thanks.
So this is the Korkari Wilds when somebody met a thing, fled from a spirit. Knowing that their marriage referred to her dead dear spirit friend.
It's going good.
So this guy took some like ashes from a dead person and like heard a legend that if you sprinkle these ashes over a grave in the right spot that like overlooks this old Tevinter ruin. So this is Tevinter. They aren't like elves or anything, like some of them might have been, I guess, but they're really just like a slaving empire that practices a lot of blood magic. They loved magic, and they were real giant assholes. And they still exist, the Tevinter Imperium. Just, you know, they don't own the world anymore. So if we sprinkle these ashes here, we're supposed to be able to do something.
Yeah.
They are. That's a really good point. They are an empire in decline. Sprinkle more ashes on pile of stones.
Because as it turns out, that when they held the world, and something positive was supposed to happen. Oh, hey, look, bad thing.
Ow.
You actually summoned a demon. How exciting!
Yeah. So the wish just summons a malevolent spirit. It's fucking great.
I like the way they have demons in this game. It's pretty neat. But I was gonna say, yeah, the Tevinter had this incredible problem where, like, it turns out that though they were, like, you know, the biggest, baddest kids on the block at one point in this universe's history, turns out they're a bunch of fractious dipshits who can't avoid killing each other in addition to everyone else.
Yeah.
So they're in decline because they fall to their own prejudices pretty immediately. As soon as they're done doing anything else, they're like, oh, well.
Prejudice and infighting, they're outstanding at it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, time for a series of political assassinations and it's like, and you know, almost minor disagreements to ruin my empire over the course of generations.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you know, standard Tevinter stuff.
Political intrigue, and they are Game of Thrones, the Empire. They really are in this setting. They're just like very rife with drama and backstabbing and like positioning, and they're almost Witcher-esque in it as well, of like the levels of weird mystical double crossing and like backstabbing and like who belongs to who and who's the fanciest boy, like, because they're also very posh. Like the character you get in Inquisition who's like flamboyantly homosexual and like incredibly posh and like proper, and like he is simultaneously like a dandy and also I don't know, how would you explain it, I guess. I don't know, a gentleman, a dandy, a scholar, and like a Renaissance man, like a man's Renaissance man.
That's kind of impressive to be all those things at once.
It's you've seen the character, you played that game,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I interacted with him. I hated that guy.
I was gonna say he's also an incredible bitch, but I wasn't gonna call him out immediately. He's gonna die anyway. Oh wow, yeah, you are just getting triple teamed by a guy with a horn on his head, so nothing good's gonna come of that. Polymath.
Use the health poultice. There we go.
Also,
yeah, you can't move and heal, so that's a problem that this game never figured the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty unhappy about it.
Rana put it exactly how I would. It's not like everything is Avengers' fault. It's just they didn't do anything good, so it really shows sometimes.
We need him to stop buffing people. That would be great. Also, can you please just like... Yeah, there you go. Now shoot him.
There you go, bud. You got this.
They should be able to take out the other guy. He's pinned now, so we'll just like get a few extra shots on him before he goes down. He missed.
Going good.
Yeah, there he goes, but we got plenty. Because we're 2 on the last guy right now. There we go. I didn't turn it down to the easiest difficulty, by the way, and that should be apparent in the fact that, like, I do occasionally have my guys go down and shit.
You did what?
I didn't set it to the easiest setting. Like, if you set it to the easiest setting, these fights are trivial and you don't really have to look at anything.
Oh, well, good on you, because I gotta tell you, if I was replaying this game right now, I just would.
I would if it hadn't been so long. And like I said, this will probably be the last time I ever let myself experience this game. Like, my whole life, I will do things like play back through the first Halo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, I will always be down to, like, go to the swamp and, like, play fucking Hunt with you. I will not, for the rest of my life, go back to, you know, Dragon Age Origins for some reason.
Now, I will say, me and you need to play Cursed Halo together.
Oh my god. Halo 3, Cursed Halo 3, Shitpost Sunday features Cursed Halo.
I played a perfectly normal Halo on the stream a while back. So
I know you did.
It's already on the we already have the VOD for it.
We have a precedent.
I was gonna say me and you could go back. We could go play it. It could be me and you. We could take on the. Wait, it's up to 4 players.
Yeah.
Sam.
Halo 3.
Have you downloaded the mod?
Play that with you. Yes.
Do what?
I'd be willing to play.
We'll have to pick a
Okay,
weekend
cool.
where we're all here and we can just do that.
Yeah.
It's perfectly normal, UNC. You should check the VOD out and see what I'm
It
doing.
is 100%.
I saw you play that and it was horrifying.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's as goofy as it looks to play. It
With
really
John
is.
Halo, yeah, it's me, John Halo, and the boys. We're gonna take on the world in perfectly normal Halo Shitpost Sunday full party edition.
A party!
Oh man,
it's gonna be great.
That'll be a good title for that other thing we were discussing, the full party edition.
Oh yeah.
What were we discussing?
You know, it doesn't. But as I said, though, there's the.
Is it something I don't remember, or?
Yeah, no, it's something we're keeping secret.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Even
Your lack
from
of memory works to our great strength.
Yeah.
Anyway, the mod is cursed. Is it playing? Oh, you know, it's bad with UNC. It's bad. It's not just the mod. It's really just all of it. It's really just all of it. But I did.
It is a series of incredibly cursed things that you can put in Halo 3.
Well, you know, they're all in there at once. Did I beat that game in a sitting, or was that two sessions? I don't remember.
You took twice to do it, because I remember you
I
being
think 2
like,
sessions.
I require additional time. I must construct additional time pylons.
Yeah. Well, and see,
Alright, we
let me
got
tell
one
you,
more
if my
place to look.
playthrough of completely normal Halo 3 doesn't convince you to give it another look, I just don't know what will.
Did I really just like miss stuff here? Oh, I had to find the other trail signs to acquire the cash. Ah, Thane helmet and chastened robes and a bow and a crusher and a mace and some money in the form of very shiny rocks. We are a happy dwarf.
Yep.
Time to probably look at our gear.
GameStop, UNC, hell yeah, we're united in this life experience at least a little bit. How fun!
So right now we've got a enchanted dagger of the same qualities, but will give us a +4 to attack, which will be nice. So we're gonna increase our attack there. These darkspawn daggers of the second tier of like stuff, they have a little bit of extra armor penetration, but they lower your dex, which is just never fucking worth it. We have the great sword, the mace. We can't use that mace, it requires too much strength. There's a bow there, some arrows there, some magical stuff there. We can take the Wild's bow and like stick this onto our... It's a U tier 3, so it does the same damage, same crit chance. The armor pen's good. The range is super low, and it has nature resistance when we have it out. So we'll keep that on our guy as like, if he needs an option to shoot, he's got a nice option to go shoot with. Now let's look at the armors. Let's see here. I don't like to spend an incredible amount of time going through this shit, but every now and then I'll like have a quick look. Just be like, alright, what's new? What we got? Like, I could put on chainmail. It probably wouldn't be wise because we'd lose so much of our ability to do things. We could put on robes for a +6 to defense, but then we'd lose all our armor points. Every time we do get hit, it would be getting hit like by a fucking freight train. That's all we really have. We'll add some more things to the hotbar here.
Oh yeah, I like keeping that bar good and warm.
Yeah, you kind of have to. We can put in a... What is this? Some death root extracts. Stun and nature damage, indeed. We got room for it, so we're just like putting a few things down in there. Hey, can one of you look up and tell me if any of these quartz and green stones and the silver channels and the blank vellum actually have like a crafting later? Like, I know if it says gift, that's for giving to people, obviously, and you match it up for like the person who would like it.
Let's see.
If you could pretty please just check if
there's
trash items.
He's got it.
Okay, what is the which one first? Is there just the materials in general and just try and figure it out, like sort of?
Yeah. What material?
I'm on it.
It would be like the wolf pelts and the malachite and the fluorspar and the quartz and the silver chalice and the blank vellum. I don't remember if those all have a thing or like a connection, like something you can do with them or not.
I'm looking.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
No problem. Hang tight. I'm working on it. Oh shit, there's so many fucking items. All right.
We're looking at this. That's not as good.
Lots of hides and scales and shit.
The barbarian mace, we could give ourselves, we'd lose some damage, we'd lose crit chance, we'd gain armor pen and a strength point, which will really probably outweigh the DPS loss there. Consumed fatigue, wearing armor cause, which is a percentage increase for all your basic costs, stamina and mana. That's fine.
They are not used in any crafting recipes. They are sold for gold to vendors.
Okay, so it's just if you can cart this bitch out, go ahead.
Yeah, blank vellum is worth a fat 4 silver.
The main hand.
That's a lot of.
So yeah, like I said, it's not used for shit. So do what you want with it. And then the wolf belt, same thing.
The Idukan mace would be cute because it has the messy kills trait, which is fun. But like, it just means that it splatters shit everywhere. Huh?
It just makes explosions.
That's pretty much like what it does. It's just supposed to make like, hey, do you want to see things get fucking dumped on more often? Here. But the Barbarian mace should be good for this guy. We'll give him the Thane helmet, because right now he doesn't even have a helmet. So he'll get some armor, and he'll get a bonus to defense, and if he's our tank, that seems wide. Oh my god, that's a wild helmet! Are you fucking kidding? He's like, hi, I'm Alistair from the woods now. Holy shit, that's stupid looking. I love it.
We went out in the woods, we came back with Alistair dressed like this. He just dresses like this now.
Yeah, just Duncan looks at us. Duncan looks at us once like, take him back and put him down.
This is what I like to wear now, you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, the large darkspawn, all these other stuff, looks like it's not going to be useful for us. We're just going to have these two run around naked now, and you'll see why momentarily. You're not going to be needing any of this. Here, gimme. There we go. It was good knowing the both of you, naked mans. What's this one? The Grey Warden Outpost. Where am I? Am I off the map? Oh, it's so weird navigating that. It zooms where your mouse cursor is, but you have to. Yeah. It doesn't center to you when you open it. Alistair the hillbilly. Yeah, fucking. I must speak to him.
We still need to find those documents, if they're even here.
Won't let me yet. Well, it looks like they turned that into a darkspawn ruin. Or, like, thing. It's got, like, horns and shit now. Do a quick save.
Sometimes it's all you need to show that your base is...
Put some fucking horns on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put some fucking horns on it, MBD.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be alright.
Pelts and minerals are trash. Yeah, okay. Yes. We have discovered this, and I will use it in order to make money. Vellum and the Chalice were the ones that I really couldn't remember. Oh, look, that broke. Time for much talking. Titties!
Well.
Second best character in the game.
What have we here?
May or may not be the first animated character I ever got a hard on for. So.
So you'd say that Morrigan is the second best in the game?
Cleaned?
There's one character better than
Come into
Morrigan.
These darkspawn-filled wilds.
And who would you say that is?
You'll see. Well, you know. I don't want to ruin it for Sam, but pigeons.
Okay, fair enough.
What say you? Scavenger?
I like the other. I like the other. You know, the one that plays a lute and cries. She's pretty cool.
Aw.
Liliana?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's pretty cool, but Leather Mommy.
Fucking best characters, best hits ever, though.
But like, this is my vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I feel that way about Liliana and it's in her own right, but
see, you like girls that are like Liliana. I fuck girls that are like Morrigan.
I guess that's a fair way of saying that. I suppose that's a fair way to look at it.
Yeah. These are personal tastes. Don't judge.
That's what it is. I'm just gonna hit you with a big.
Only one who
I guess.
Can you claim the same?
Let's see.
I have watched your.
That being said, my favorite of our companions in the first game
here? And now you
is
disturb Ashley.
probably
None have touched
Skin.
for so long. Why is
But that's it's hard to toss. Skin's pretty cool.
That means
I like how every time she turns around and shit, we get a wide view of the party. There's just two naked stripper dudes hanging out.
She'll turn on Witch of the Wilds.
Such
Oh, it's
idle
so
fancies,
funny.
those legends. Have you no mind?
Oh fuck! It's just hilarious to me.
You have nothing to
And I guess she regards this as normal. She wears little enough clothes as is that she's like, well, that's just how everyone dresses.
Yeah, she's like, we're only reinforcing her knowledge of the outside world, and incorrectly.
Yeah, correct.
I am exactly as the way as our sweet boy Chippy would. I am Chippy. A pleasure to meet
That is a
you.
proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan.
May I call you
Shall
Mommy?
I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
We brought these strippers as a sacrifice to
Look,
you.
here's the thing. Now all I seek is now what's in your chest, Miss Morrigan.
How very eloquent. How does
On the other hand, you do get to meet my favorite character who's not in our party momentarily, which is kind of her mom. She's pretty fucking cool.
Wait, did you strip all their armor off them?
Yes.
Oh, they're
So
naked,
it was
yeah.
not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Yep. Your mother.
Yes, my mother.
Hey, Morgana, we brought these strippers as a
A
sacrifice for you.
thieving, weird talking log, perhaps.
Not all in the wilds are monsters.
Yeah, I was just like, maybe we shouldn't trust the witch of the woods. It's like, maybe you should shut the fuck up. How about that?
I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far.
I've known her 5 minutes. I like her better than you already, so, you know.
We should get those treaties, but
That's hard.
like this Morrigan's sudden appearance, it's too convenient.
So convenient.
Hear me out. Hurry the
She
fuck up.
prefers her privacy, but I imagine she will be curious enough why you are here. Come, see for yourself. Why not? I do not meet many people here.
Why do you want to help
Are
us?
you also
I felt like it today. I've already done everything in this area, so we'll just go with her.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
Good.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
I took his clothes away and he's cold now.
Yeah.
Wait, did he actually mention he was cold?
Yeah, but
Yes.
not because you take his clothes away.
He's like, if it's warmer than this shitty swamp, I'll be down to get in the pot. And he's like, all right, yeah, come on, we got this guy.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 great...
Mother dearest, look at these nude men I found in the
see them,
woods.
girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the
You're
larger
smart.
scheme of things.
However,
but it
you're
is
a red
not I
shirt.
who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your dwarven mind...
I actually think she's my favorite character. She's cool.
She's really critical to the lore in all of the games in a very strange way. I believe you're crazy and possibly dangerous.
Is that all? Surely your mind stretches farther than these surroundings. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
Small conversation with the voices in her head real quick.
Dreaded witch of the wild.
They all have to have them from time to time.
Yeah.
Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to
This
listen
lady
to your
is
wild
very stick figure.
She
True.
is.
They came for their treaties.
She's
yes?
ancient and strange.
And before you begin barking,
Okay.
your
Is
precious
she like
seal
Morgana's
wore
mom or
off
something?
long ago.
She
I
is.
have
She is.
protected
She is
them.
Flemeth, the Witch of the Wilds.
Oh.
Ancient and
You protected
powerful.
them.
And why not?
You know, this is the first time I've seen your character's face. You got some pretty good dwarf tats.
Greater than they realize.
Those are the tattoos for being a slave.
Oh shit.
More or less, those are the tattoos that they give you if you're born castless, that you have to wear, or if you've been like to the surface. Basically, if you've been made castless either from going to the surface or being born wrong, you get face tattoos so everybody can see what a shit you are.
Yeah, because Another thing I love about the dwarves is that sick, rigid caste system.
Threat is more,
Yeah,
or they
apparently,
realize
Jesus.
less.
Oh shit! Hey, we're gonna call it.
The threat is nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got 2 minutes.
Or perhaps they realize nothing.
Yeah.
I know. I've been looking.
Oh,
We're
do
trying to
not
get
mind
through
me.
the last
You have.
conversation.
Yeah,
Is someone
Time
sad?
for you to go then. Do not be
Not
ridiculous,
yet.
girl.
No, but I didn't know you wanted to cut it as close as you could. So that's gonna let you know we're.
Oh,
I
we're
will show you out of
literally
the
gonna be
woods.
like, okay, finish
Follow
talking with
me.
old boobs and new boobs, and then we're loading something somewhere. Ah, everyone is naked and back. Items and codex and quest. Oh my. Well, everyone, we're gonna do a little bit of a boop, hadoop, a scoop. The end stream for the WBPL save game. I was gonna do end stream 2. There. I try to string those out a little bit. And that's our party. Look at our lovely party. This is where you'll find us next time. That I play Dragon Age on Shitpost Sunday. I may have more interluding Shitpost Sunday segments as well. Similar to some of the play that good old Neffy has given us. Who will be doing Disco Elysium in his time next, I believe. And Sam, you'll be bringing back Valkyria Chronicles, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. I've got to game for people.
Yeah, I think we'll be. At least for my part, I'll be trying to put more Shitpost Sunday into like my rotation of when I stream.
Yeah.
And we'll see what everybody else manages to pull together. But anyway, we do have to go.
Whatever, like I always do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're always playing something. I don't know. We'll talk offline some more about like what the next branded segment game will be for you.
Yeah, and you wanted me to hang around so we could talk to Diggs, I think. All right.
We'll have a look. Yeah. All right, guys.
All right. See y'all later.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming out today.
Y'all the best.
Stick around for Chris Estrad right now. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.